all right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We are now live. And we're about to get this thing going.
Get this party started. Yeah. Everybody, let's get into it. Let's get started.
And if oh my god, this is exactly why I wanted the people that are in this chat right now to be here, because the vibes and the personalities that they bring are just amazing. These are some of my favorite people, and I've had the pleasure of meeting all of them through TikTok.
Yeah.
Oh, Thunder's trying to kill me.
We can't have that.
Oh
Right? I'm a
no.
whole necromancer.
We definitely can't have that. All right. So if anybody feels like introducing themselves, doing any shameless plugs,
I mean, other
my
than
stream is
TikTok.
your stream.
Hello, I'm Tuttle. I don't know
I'm
what else to
Taliba.
say.
I'm Taliba, aka Sammy.
Oh, what? Am I next?
I guess so. You're up, sir.
Hi,
Ow!
I'm just Eddie. Just, playing some.
I just hit my hand on my desk so hard.
Oh no.
All right. So, like I said, if you guys want to see the actual gameplay, I know you're doing different things right now, but I am. Just follow the link to my Twitch channel. You'll be able to see everything going on there. And we are starting up. This is the finale to the second Metal Gear game. So, we have been captured by Snake. Apparently he betrayed us, and I'm putting that in quotations. He apparently betrayed us, and we are now captured aboard the new Metal Gear Arsenal Gear, and we're naked, cause that,
Wait, nah.
cause that's always
Pause.
fun.
Um,
Yeah, I have
yeah,
to,
I,
I
I
have to
got no
run around this
comments.
whole place butt naked. This is not a joke. If you've
Interesting.
if you've never seen this before, I suggest that you go ahead and pull it up so that you can see what's about to happen. This is not a joke.
That's a very Caucasian concept.
And that's if it's a very Caucasian person that's about to be naked.
Okay.
I am calling the police for indecency.
He's about to like crawl on the ground, do cartwheels, fight.
Oh wow, naked. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Wait, why is he doing this?
because they thought that, while holding him captive, it'd be a good idea to strip him down to his birthday suit. I don't know why that was necessary. Because Snake got captured in the last game, they kept his pants
Mhm.
on.
Humiliation.
I just think they're perverts.
That too.
I don't know what to think. I feel like
And then
if
he
you think
chokes
about
people.
it, right, it might be smart. Cause what if he's like dangerous, you know?
Well, he
I
is.
mean,
He's a
he's
killer.
I
dangerous with
mean,
or
but
without
like,
clothes.
I know, but I'm saying like maybe they were just like trying to take their safety into seriousness. I don't know.
Well, they underestimated him.
Um, I don't know how to feel about the nudity, but it's a thing that happened, and just it is what it is, I suppose.
Just embrace it. Something you can do about it.
I don't want to.
He said, "I don't want." Oh my goodness! Did we black out like all the way out? See, this is why. This is why. Like we
I mean,
complete.
I'm seeing some pretty cool cosplays of Big Boss.
I feel like
Big Boss? What's that?
I feel like Big Boss is just kind of
Snake.
done. Like
What's Big Boss?
I
Why do
mean,
I feel like
he's essentially
I
like Snake's dad, and I use that term loosely because Solid Snake, Liquid Snake, all of them, they're clones.
Liquid. This is a lot.
yeah. Think of Clone Wars. Think of the stormtroopers.
I think that makes it more wonky.
Solid snake and liquid snake. This is
Yeah, so there are actually three of them, and
okay.
they are solid snake, liquid snake, and then there's solidus snake.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say gas snake.
Yeah, that's the one that usually everybody goes to that logic, but no, it's solidus, which is like
They couldn't even do plasma snake. This is an insult to my intelligence.
yeah, there are so many names. There's solid snake, liquid snake, solidus snake, venom snake. Uh, what else is there? Naked snake,
Nah.
and he's actually like that's actually Big Boss. His code name before he became Big Boss was Naked Snake. And then here we go. Somebody said, but there's no gas snake. That is literally where everybody's mind goes. And I don't blame you, but they said, no, gas snake doesn't sound intimidating enough.
Not even. It was more so people expect this. We're not gonna give them what they expect.
Well, we are talking about Hideo Kojima, who's like on a whole nother planet with his mindset. So there you go.
Yeah.
Is he okay?
No, no, far
Okay.
from it.
I know someone who's a big fan of him, so be careful what you say.
I'm a fan, and that's how I could acknowledge that the man is off his rocker
In a good way.
in a good way, in a very good way. I can say the same thing though about Akira Toriyama. The man is off
Hmm.
his rocker, but I'm a fan.
I can't hear that name without thinking about the beginning of Housing Abridged,
Oh my gosh, yeah.
where they
But
do
see,
like the disclaimer.
my question is though, fan or enabler?
Well, he's going to make what he's gonna make, regardless of if I support him or not. So I might as well enjoy it.
All right.
That's my logic is that it's just my range of influence. Might as well enjoy what he put out there.
But no, I saw a cosplay once where the person like full outfit and everything, and everyone was like, "But where's your box?"
Not the box. So yeah, that's a thing. Um, apparently, as a secret agent spy guy, his way of avoiding contact or avoiding being spotted by guards is hiding underneath a cardboard box. Because somehow nobody would think that an overturned open box is suspicious versus all the other closed boxes that sit right side up.
Why does the eye patch tube man have eye? He has abs. I don't like that.
It's the suit.
It's the okay.
Yeah, the suit like makes them all buff and crap. And by the way, that guy is Solidus, who everybody thinks his name should have been Gas.
He looks like a
then
gas
again,
snake.
it is a Japanese creator, and these are English names, so who knows?
Um, I guess.
I have questions and concerns that need to be answered later.
Why wait?
Because I'm in Elder Scrolls.
I've literally just been scrolling through Shein looking for sparkly dresses.
I am not doing the sparkly. I would never wear that dress again if it's sparkly.
The sparkly.
Why not?
I don't do sparkles. I don't like attention like that.
You don't like attention.
No.
It's supposed to be for your birthday. What do you mean?
That's the time when we give you the most attention.
Exactly.
But if it's sparkly, I'm never gonna wear it again. At
I
least if
mean,
it's a red dress and it's nice, I'm gonna wear it.
you can wear it for Christmas.
Oh wow, Christmas.
This is true.
I mean,
That's interesting.
plus as it stands now, I might be celebrating my birthday as a late Halloween party.
Hmm.
Yes.
You know, when everything's on sale and whatnot.
You know, they do sell the pack of candies for like $1 or less sometimes.
Right?
I want some candy now.
Go mess. The good thing about doing my hair now, I'm off Monday, so I could always rinse it out and redo it if it looks bad.
That is a good thing. Wait,
Okay,
why does
hear me
everybody?
out. What about if it's metallic?
Wait, did I miss something? Why has everybody got a 3-day
Here,
weekend?
I'll show you.
It is
What?
Capitalism.
what was formerly known as Columbus Day turned Indigenous People Day.
Wait, what?
Monday is Indigenous People Day, which used to be Columbus Day.
Oh,
Hmm.
but I put the metallic dress in the thingy.
Someone should cosplay as
That one's not like
Gas
sparkly.
Snake.
It's just like shiny, if that makes sense.
Okay, so
Okay.
check this out. So, someone should cosplay as Gas Snake and make him the least intimidating character ever, like a straight up goofy ass character.
I need to record for my freaking cosplay I'm supposed to be posting tomorrow.
Mm,
Freaking, I wanted to do a Muzan cosplay from Demon Slayer,
hmm.
but because Demon Slayer comes back tomorrow, and I have not recorded anything.
Yay! I've never seen a single episode.
Oh,
I honestly considered disowning you as a friend for a moment. Um,
Y'all just are determined to hurt my feelings today.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
I heard blasphemy, and I just responded.
No, no, no,
Blasphemy.
no. See, blasphemy would be if I said something bad as if I never wanted to watch it. I just haven't yet.
I'm
So
watching
what's
you, sir.
taking you so long?
Right, there's
Life.
a whole season movie for you to watch.
that's actually really pretty.
See, here's the thing is, adulting gets in the way of all of the shows that I want to watch because between y'all and some of the other people that I know, there's so many great shows to get recommended, and I just never have time for them.
Hmm. By the way, if you ever buy from Shein, freaking, if you don't use a 20% off code, then you're paying way too much.
Why does that name sound familiar? Shein.
Because
It's a very
she talks
popular
about that
site.
whenever she talks about her cosplays.
No,
Yeah.
no, 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 no. Someone that I know was just shopping at Shein or something.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
a popular site.
All right, let's see if this actually works this time. I'm just gonna have to skip the cutscene because for some reason my disc wants to act stupid today. You're not missing much. You just, you know, escapade.
but no, back to the comment that someone said about the cosplay.
Mm-hmm.
I remember one of the Comic Cons I went to before I started going to the one that I work. Someone
Let me
came
go to
just as
Comic Con.
Joker. Someone came just as Joker in a banana suit. So it was Joker goes bananas.
I like that.
That's interesting. I respect the commitment. Like you gotta, if you do that, you gotta see that through.
Has to see it through, my boy.
All of that. You can't halfway do something like that.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Do you guys plan on going to any events?
Mm, Well, lately I've only been doing like personal events, like parties.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have a friend who's in a band that I used to support like heavy. So I
Mm-hmm.
have to see when the next time they're performing is and decide if I want to go.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be in a band. I have musical stuff.
I
I should
played
never
the
be in a
trumpet for
band.
like
I got the
6 years,
right.
I think.
Oh, I used to play the
Ooh.
trumpet
Or
too
four
when I was
years.
in high school.
4 or 6 years. I don't even know.
So
Something like that.
we got 2 repping the brass. Yes.
I was a clarinet person.
Oh, boo!
Nice. I couldn't play the clarinet because my dentist told me not to because I have an overbite and it would make it worse.
This is a
Mm.
non-woodwind
I had an
section.
underbite, so I understand.
This is a non-woodwind section. We do
My
brass over here.
dentist specifically told me do not do that.
Hey, hey, woodwind is wonderful. I'm an air sign, and I like, I'm
I
gonna try to.
wanted to I wanted to learn how to play the saxophone.
I actually
Ooh,
have been
yes.
waiting since last year for my friend to give me the ukulele he promised me for my birthday.
You
Mhm.
Jared.
still waiting on that? You were
But
talking
I
about
want
that
to.
when I met you.
Yes, I'm still talking about that. Um, but I was learning how to play the guitar, and it's a little bit too big for my hands. So it's like, okay, ukulele, bet.
Nice. Got to find those alternatives. Well,
I lost my
apparently,
phone.
apparently, they
Apparently,
don't want me to see the end of this game.
Why
Oh,
not?
because the screen's been like this for a bit. I was quite wondering.
Yeah.
they said you're not ready.
I
Mm.
thought it was loading something else.
They straight said
I
you're not
literally
ready.
like every time I looked, I just thought it was like a different loading screen.
Talks amongst yourselves. I'm gonna try to figure this out.
Well, you know
I
what
feel
I
stupid
heard?
now.
Some
You
of my
what?
friends are trying to get me into astrology, and I think it's like Metropole and Pomegranate or something. And so technology is supposed to be all over the place and a mess.
That would explain it.
Wow.
I'm going with that. That you can't tell me any different now. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I find astrology very interesting.
I do too. It's more so just like the concept of it. I don't fully believe it because I am not the typical version of my sign, but
What would the typical version of your sign be?
I'm a Scorpio.
Ah,
But I guess since I grew up on like martial arts movies and stuff like that, I don't really hold grudges or hold on to anger or anything like that.
so
So
are people supposed to be like afraid of you or something? Like you're supposed to be scary to people?
depends on who you ask. Some
Hmm.
people, especially when it comes to male Scorpios, are like, "Oh no."
I don't know. I find Scorpios fluffy.
I like Scorpios.
And again, people hate my sign. Apparently, we're two-faced, but I'm just like, oh, okay.
Same.
Yeah, no.
Like, oh, you're a Gemini. Go
Gemini
kill yourself,
squad.
rude. Oh,
People would just be like, "Oh, you're a Gemini, yo."
Yeah,
yeah. One
that
person
means I
said,
have at least
Wait,
3 Geminis in my
one
life, and I
person
love
said
you
and
the
then
guys.
they'd
same
be
thing. I
like,
was like,
and then
yo,
they'd be like,
that's
"What's your
unreal.
moon sign?" Right? They'd be like, "What's your moon sign?" And I'm just like, "Aries." But they're like, "Oh yeah, no."
Yeah, I'm just like,
Wait,
what the hell
what?
I'm
did
just
I
like,
do?
I didn't even get to know you yet.
So, Jeremy,
Yeah.
based on like the time of day, what year, all that you were born, it breaks down even further than just Scorpio, Gemini, all that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I missed so many dates because of it.
What?
I looked it up once, and I kind of have an understanding, but I just stick with Scorpio.
I am like,
I don't know how to feel right now.
bro, I looked into my signs, at least like my big three.
Hmm.
I looked into those, and like as much as like there are some things that I don't agree with, I am like almost a stereotypical Gemini. So like that makes me upset. Like they'd be like, oh, if you see a Gemini, they probably like putting like colors in their hair and stuff like that. I'm just like,
You don't know me. You don't
you
know my
don't know
life.
me.
But you're also an anime girl, gamer
Yeah.
girl,
And then they'd be
cosplayer.
like, oh yeah, and they like experimenting with different looks. And I'm just like, you don't know me.
Oh my god, did they hit you with the indecisiveness? I hate when they do that. I hate when they do that so much. Like, don't
It's
you
like,
judge me. It's hard to make choices.
and then they were like, you might meet a Gemini with someone else and like see a different side of their personality, and then see them different, like in a different environment, and they have like a whole different personality. And I'm just like, I mean, to an extent, I mean, yeah. So it's just like, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. When people say like, oh, Geminis are two-faced or whatever, I don't agree to that. But I do have a lot of personalities that like only certain people get to see. But like I show them all. If that makes sense.
I mean, in a way, that's true for anything. I feel like I'm the same way,
Like
and I have different friends groups to go with whatever side I'm feeling that day.
Yes,
exactly.
this is true. That is definitely a true story.
But it's like I feel like I don't know. I feel like, for example, if you go to my TikTok, I feel like you can see the multiple different personalities that I like have. You can literally see videos of me crying to videos of me like uncontrollably laughing.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
Like my videos are all over the place. So like I don't know.
I don't know if I have such a mixture myself.
And then on top of that, remember when we did the Harry Potter quiz? Like I was literally an even split.
You know what? Yes,
Almost. So
yes.
it's like
I'm like clearly Ravenclaw, and it's no matter how many things I do, like it always just like, yeah, you're Ravenclaw. Like,
I'm
get over
mainly
it.
Gryffindor, but like I could literally fit into all of the houses.
I mean, that was literally Harry. Harry could fit into anyone. They were just like,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You know what else was a interesting one? Um,
Hmm.
have any of you seen Divergent?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm freaking
No.
Divergent too. I took
Are
the
you?
test for that too.
I
Yeah.
never took that quiz. I didn't know they had a quiz for that.
Uh-huh. You can take tests
Yes.
to see if you're which thing you belong to. I'm Divergent.
Oh.
So like
I am I said I believed that I was Candor, and then I think when I took it, I ended up being I think I ended
I
up
think oh,
as is it what?
I thought your mic cut out. Never mind.
I
It's
think I
like
was
you just like stopped.
no, because
Mhm.
I had to pause to think about it. I think I have some amnesty.
Mm.
I have no idea what
Or
any of that means.
is it Amenity
Oh, Amity.
or something like that? I don't know.
So Amity is Amity the farmers?
I don't know.
I don't
I
remember.
forget.
I'm the nice
I
people.
just
Just put
remember
it
I
that
can
way.
fit into all of
I'm
them.
the nice people, the ones that always trying to help everybody. So I'm
Hmm.
that and Candor. But
Literally.
Tuki, basically the way it works is that like every other one of these post-apocalyptic things, they kind of divided everybody up, but they did it based on like you take this test and basically you're in like some type of simulation, and how you would solve certain problems determines what personality trait is your strongest, and they put
Oh,
you
okay.
in that particular faction based on that.
So what
Yeah,
is
So,
so
my
like
personality type if I'm just like I'm shooting everybody?
You would be what is it? What
you
is it?
I
Um
forgot what they are, but there's like it's like the faction with all the soldiers.
yeah,
Yeah.
oh man, it's
So there's
what
like a faction with soldiers,
Something
there's a
with a
faction
D.
with doctors, and then there's a faction with
it's
farmers.
something with what?
A D.
I'll look it up.
Why am I
Give me a
drawing a
second.
blank here?
so where can I take this quiz?
Diver.
Right,
Just
Eddie? When
look,
you find it, send it to
literally
me.
look up Divergent quiz. It should come up. Divergent factions. Let's see. There
Dauntless.
is
That's
Dauntless.
you.
There it is.
You're dauntless.
yeah. There's abnegation, which is selflessness.
That's it.
Or
Abnegation.
erudite, which is the intellectual. Dauntless, which is the brave. Candor, which is the honest, and amity, which is the peaceful.
Yeah.
And then if you're divergent, that means you don't necessarily fit into either of them because like you're evenly split between all of them.
Yeah,
And so
abnegation and
yeah,
candor were definitely my strongest.
which is like why I find that hilarious because like I'm divergent and we really talk about how like I'm also a Gemini. So like it's
This
like that is
fits.
like literally the stereotypical response or answer to a Gemini would be to be divergent.
Mhm.
But let me see if I can find the test. But it should be just type
Can I try a
divergent.
BuzzFeed one real quick? Let me see if this is good.
Yeah, divergent. I feel like that should be fine. The BuzzFeed one.
Ooh, BuzzFeed.
I feel like that my BuzzFeed answers are usually pretty equivalent to any other website, I guess, that I take those quizzes on.
Yeah, I think the Harry Potter one I took was on BuzzFeed too.
Yeah, I don't remember that test. The first BuzzFeed one that came up. I can't even see the thingy.
Mhm.
The S3 plan.
I'm literally taking a test right, divergent divergent quiz right now. These
I
questions seem kind of stupid though.
I
A
got
couple of
a
them.
erudite. Erudite?
Erudite, yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Basically, erudite is just a way of saying somebody's really smart or intellectual. So that particular faction or society is one who craves knowledge and is always seeking to learn things. So it's a lot of scientists and philosophers and stuff that come out of that particular.
I
Yep.
don't know. The answers I picked does not sound like I belong in here. But whatever this
Some of
quiz,
these quizzes don't even have they don't have divergent as an answer
No, they're not.
for some reason.
You kind of have to figure that out on your own. You kind of have to draw that on conclusion.
No, but like I took a quiz before and
This
like
the particular one that you're
it's
doing now.
specific. No, I'm looking for the quiz right now. I don't even like I just remember it was a really good quiz and a lot of people were using it.
Gotcha, gotcha.
But like I don't see it. The ones I'm seeing now questions are kind of stupid.
You're stupid. You're stupid. Don't forget, you're stupid.
I was kind of divergent from this test, but this test also has stupid questions in it too.
I'm back.
Come back.
Welcome back.
Okay. Had to go wash the hairpin off my hand.
You have to go do what?
I took a different course. I'm in a different place now.
I had to wash the hairpin off my hands. I was putting
Oh.
things in my hair.
Ew. Wait, why are you putting paint in there? Just for fun?
My job is doing a month of breast cancer awareness fundraising.
I was chosen for this mission.
So
No
instead
one
of wearing
can
pink
take
every day, I'm
him
just like,
on,
yep, pink hair.
take him down, except me. I've been kept alive this long for this. I knew as soon as I saw Solidus.
Jack, I love you where you are now. You have to believe me. I didn't know anything about you.
So what
I
we talking
admit
about?
that. Where you were
I'm
born, how
currently
you grew
just
up.
chilling, doing my
But I
makeup.
know that now. And I know that what I
Everybody's
feel
I
for
really
you will
quiet, so.
only get better.
oh,
And I'll
I
show
is
you
in
the past.
Minecraft,
That's the
and I'm trying to
price.
see
It doesn't work
how
that way.
the
No
stream's
one can
going.
share the burden of what
Well,
I've
trying
done.
to fix up my oopsie
It's
in
not one of
Minecraft.
those warm
Your
and fuzzy
oopsie.
Oh,
things couples
did they
share.
update Minecraft, Eddie?
I accept the good and the
I'm on the
bad,
console
Jack.
version.
That's what you do for someone you love.
I don't want to
What's your
share my
oopsie?
past with anyone. I just want to forget
So
about
I
it.
made an obsidian wall,
Jack,
but apparently I put too
I
much
haven't told you,
TNT, so
you
it
know,
kind of
about what
jumped
I've done.
higher than the wall.
Wow.
Wait,
Years with
wait,
this.
what? Say
so,
that. Wait, rewind. Say that one more time.
so I made a build,
I
but
can't
I didn't
go
like
any
the build, so
farther.
I made obsidian walls, blow it
I
up with
know you want to get
TNT.
married,
Apparently, I put
but
too much
I
TNT,
can't.
even though there was
Can't
like
risk starting a
a
family.
couple of feet
There's
in
no way to
between
erase my
the
childhood.
TNT and like the top of it, and
It's all right, Jack.
yeah, it caused mass
Please,
destruction.
don't say anymore.
Interesting.
And I'm too lazy to make a whole new world and make everything I just made again. So I'm
Wait,
just
so
gonna
what are
try to
you
fix
doing?
it.
Yay, I'm
I'm just
free
going
and
in a
naked.
different land and getting dirt, and just filling up the holes.
You're just filling up holes with dirt?
Well, it's kind of a massive crater, but I'm just trying to fix it. I don't
So,
want to make a new world.
just real
Wait,
quick.
so did you blow up the whole world? Or, sorry.
I was making like a magical enchanting tree for my enchanting table and stuff, and I messed up on it, so I was like, you know what? Let me just blow it up, whatever. And it did not work out well.
Interesting.
So, just
Go ahead, Jeremy.
real quick, in case you guys weren't watching, I am now moving forward. Turns out I actually had two copies of this game, so the one that was acting all janky, I switched it out. Yeah.
Wait, why do you have two copies?
So what had happened was there's
You always
Okay.
know
actually
with BS when it starts like that.
no, but seriously,
Yeah,
there was
like,
actually two
weird.
collections. This happened years ago. There's actually two
Uh-huh.
collections that were actually released of this game, and they're supposed to look different, be packaged different, of course. One collection is supposed to only have Metal Gear 2, 3, and I think it was Peace Walker. The other literally has on the face of the disc all of these other Metal Gears. It's supposed to have every Metal Gear made before 5. Turns
Hmm.
out when I popped the disc in, it had just those 3. But also it has Metal Gear 1 and 2. You just have to kind of go through a little roundabout way to get to those games, but they're like the super old Nintendo versions of those games. And I thought that I was buying a different one when I was because like no, I want all the games, and so I bought the other one, the one that's not currently not working, and it turned out to be the exact same thing. But I was like, well, I spent my money, I'm keeping it. So glad I did that.
Well, hey, it came in handy.
Yep.
Yes, yes, it did.
Raiden, do you copy? You must continue.
So yeah,
your
now
mission.
I'm
I've lost
running
all my
around
gear.
in
I
my
need to locate Snake. He was
Birthday
never
suit?
factored into the
yes,
simulation.
all of that.
Leave him out of
You
the
heathen.
can't do much naked,
I
especially
mean,
in this
Eddie.
temperature. That's true. You won't
Yeah.
be able
Saints
to
Row did
attack
the
or
same
enter the
thing.
hanging mode either.
But
I
my
think Snake has
character
my gear.
Yeah, Saints
I
Row
had
did do
cake.
that.
take out Solidus and his
Yes.
men.
My
Use the
character
core
had cake,
arsenal
and there was something
intact.
to look at.
Mine didn't. He was just
True.
really swole.
Colonel, are you under orders from the
I love
Patriots?
Saints Row.
Your role, that
I
is
can't
your
wait till
mission,
they make the
is to
remake.
infiltrate the
Yeah,
structure
my character
and
was like
disarm the
super swole,
terrorists.
and he
My
had like a real
role?
deep
Why
voice
do you
like
keep
Chris
saying
Judge.
that? Why not? This is a
Mine
type
was
of
just gay.
role-playing game. The point is that you play
Well,
out
that
your
works.
part, and I expect you to turn in a perfect performance.
Colonel, I just remembered something.
What?
That I've never
Met you in person.
Not
once.
Oh my god, this critter is so
Complete your
big. Why did I
mission
do this?
according to the simulation.
Colonel,
My
Who are
eyebrows
you?
don't want to
No more
cooperate with me.
questions. We have Rosemary.
what do you mean by that?
It's
I
like
hate when
that.
that
Over
They're
and
happens.
supposed to
out.
be. They're supposed to be like cousins, not twins.
This is the part of the game
Like,
when stuff starts freaking
Fraternal
out.
twins.
I don't even know if they're related right now.
Yep.
Maybe like best friends that are dressing up like each other.
And that's why I don't touch my eyebrows.
Ew! Please get some clothes on. Ew! Ew!
I used to not touch my. I used to not even wear makeup. I didn't start wearing makeup to like TikTok.
Same.
Like I wore makeup before, but like only on special
Oh, no.
occasions. So it was like maybe like
Same.
3 times a year.
Oh, have you ever tried I remember seeing it one time on
He's gonna
some
see me.
beauty Google thing. The eyebrow stencil thing.
Freaking, I've seen so many people mess that up. I would be one of those people that messes that up.
But it's a stencil. How?
Listen, it's a stencil, but when your hands shake,
Ah,
that's a situation.
True.
Because
Say
next
less,
thing
I
you know, it's
understand.
gonna be all smudged everywhere.
True.
I understand. Say less. I hear you. This is why I can't be a doctor.
Exactly. Imagine. No.
It's like, all right, we're gonna start surgery. Eddie, you're leading.
I've watched so many like
The mission is a
ER
failure.
nightmare
Cut the
stories.
power right now.
What's wrong
So
with
Like,
you?
it's not even funny.
I actually sat in the
game just like
room
usual.
while they were
Uh-huh.
performing surgery.
What are you talking about?
2 days ago?
Raiden, something happened to me last
I was in the
Thursday
operating
when I
room
was
with them.
driving home. I had a couple of
That's
mild cigarettes.
What?
I
Why?
noticed
horrifying.
Huh?
an orange object in the
Because
sky to the
apparently,
east.
like, because my
It was
job has
moving
me in the
very
hospital,
irregularly.
and
Uh-huh.
There was
apparently
intense
one of
light
the
all
computers
around
that I
me.
was supposed
When
to
I came
like
to,
be
I was
working
home.
on
What do you
Uh-huh.
think happened to
sits
me?
in the actual operating room
Fine.
of the
Forget it.
vascular department.
Oh.
Interesting.
Oh no.
So
So did you have to like sit there and like the operating like
Honestly,
clothing, I guess, like the robe and everything, so
yeah, I had to
you
put
wouldn't
on the
get
whole
like
thing. I had to put on the
Yeah.
hairnet and the whole thing.
Wow.
you're sitting on the computer like
Just freaked out. Like there's a whole man opened up on this table
Mm-mm.
across the room from me.
Nope.
Didn't they
Imagine
even
finding
give you the
out someone
courtesy
that
scan?
wasn't a doctor was sitting there in the same room with you
True.
being opened up.
True.
I'd probably be mad if I was that man. Like, you mean to tell me you let some random person see my opened up body?
Like, can you sue at that point?
Well, he was unconscious, so he had no idea. But
So it was without consent. Okay.
it just gets worse,
And
right?
you hear nothing. This is all allegedly happened.
Right.
It happened in
Allegedly.
it happened in
Like, imagine
okay.
you wake up and you're just like, yeah. So there's this random guy in the room while they're opening up your body. Like, how did you feel?
The final
Teddy,
Yo,
it
don't do
happened in
that. I
Surgeon
was
Simulator. That's where it
waking up
happened.
and some random guy was where I was sleeping. I'm just like, why are you? Who are you?
Yeah, but they were it was very interesting. I was like, yo, this is happening right across from me. And what's funny is that it's like the shows ER and the Grey's Anatomy and all that don't really sell it. I'm gonna tell you what sold it.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever wondered what it's like in an actual operating room, go back and rewatch Doctor Strange. How at the beginning they were having conversations about other stuff. He's quizzing him on different songs, what year they came out. That is probably the more accurate depiction of what actually happens in that operating room.
I mean, you got to keep yourself from being too serious, I guess.
I suppose.
All the freaking. I've
What
seen so many scary, like, or heard so many scary stories about the ER where, like, especially
what
because,
is
like,
this picture that looks out of what am I looking at here?
And
You talking about the
just
picture in the
told him
corner?
no.
Yeah.
Oh,
The immersion, it went from being like game graphics to actual person.
because the game is literally breaking right now.
Interesting.
That's why
I
I'm getting.
mean, after Psycho Mantis, I'm not surprised.
Like, look at this call. Watch this call.
I was a North American fall.
Because like your face was blocking it, so all I saw was naked legs. I'm like,
Yeah, I'm gonna take my face away for a minute. Just look at these kind of calls that we're getting.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, but isn't the snake that I'm used to?
Actually, there is something I have been meaning to tell you, but I just couldn't.
I forgot not all the
Think you
games
should
have the
know,
same
though.
character, no?
On Saturday morning last week, I saw a guy leaving
Mm-mm.
Rosemary's room. How should I put
He's
it?
here.
It was like they were.
I'm
Out
just used to Big Boss.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Sorry
he's
to bring this
next.
up during the mission, but
What? You're naked. Stop doing cartwheels and stuff.
I can't leave this thing up to you any longer. I'll do the fighting.
Sir, if you continue doing these cartwheels naked, I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
You need to leave.
Exactly. That sound is just like the best. You need to leave. Well, at least they kept my glasses on, so I can feel cool.
Like, why? And the way he hunches over when he runs.
Oh, it's cold in there. See the smoke from his breath?
No.
Is that what we're blaming it on?
Jack,
The cold?
it's me.
Hi, Rose.
Jack, I owe you an apology.
If it's about that conversation just now, I'm the one who's sorry.
No, it's something else.
What is it?
That day at
Oh, Cuddle, I
Family
sent you
Hall 2
something
years
on
ago, it
Discord.
wasn't a coincidence.
On Discord, let me see.
I was ordered to keep an eye on you.
Keep an eye on me.
Yes, by the
I am so
Patriots.
mad. I got bit by a mosquito like
You
10 times
respond.
last night.
I suppose. Yes.
That sucks.
It's an ugly word.
Yeah, I
Are you
like
still
that.
there?
That's
But
cute.
would it go
I got
depressed? That's the question.
I fell in love with
with
you.
the
how could anyone?
I can't use
the what's it called address.
reported
I feel
So
like
just like
everything
you
in
said,
personal life
for
during these 2
her
years. What you did,
specifically, I
said,
feel like
everything.
she doesn't necessarily need to
But
course
some
that.
things I didn't tell anyone.
I know, but for me specifically.
So that's why
Um,
you were involved in this mission. I should have known.
Or if I could
God.
find something in
She's
purple, I
gonna
could do that instead of the
apologize for
glove.
not letting him on the
I'm
Titanic
sorry.
door
I
because her
know
name is
what I
Rose.
did was
That's funny.
wrong.
Honestly,
No matter
I
where
like
I
the idea
go,
of
I
it being
get
purple
used.
because, like, her
I
gloves.
reinvented myself to suit your
I
If I
taste.
feel
could find
like,
one.
Style,
yeah,
clothes, the way
that'd
I
be like
moved, things
the
I talked about.
little.
You
If you
seem to
could
love
find
the
one
color
that's
of my
purple,
hair, my
I feel like that's gonna be
eyes.
hard.
They're
The
not
purple
even
people
real.
eater.
You must have gone over my psych
None.
profile with a fine-tooth comb.
Y'all don't
Purple
remember that?
Purple
Eater.
corset.
Yeah,
No.
you don't remember that song?
Performance
That was a song I heard in my
had me
childhood. I don't know what it's
completely
about.
fooled.
Because I don't know
What I
if it's a
really
purple
wanted
thing
was
that's
for
eating
you to
people
see the
or if it's a
real me.
thing that's eating
It
purple
hurt to
people.
play out this
I have never
artificial
heard
romance.
anything
It was worse to
about
lie
people
to
eating in my
myself than to
childhood.
you.
I don't know what
The more love you
nurseries
gave me,
you
the
went
more it
to,
hurt.
Blame it on
but
Barney.
they
Because I
need to
knew the
change
person you loved
I
everything about
mean,
it.
character.
Blame it on
So
Barney.
it was artificial on my end too. It was just
I
a
can
I
remember a lot of
learned
things my mom used to
collectively that
wear.
like
thing.
across the whole United States, there's just people
I
randomly
feel better
singing
knowing that.
nursery rhymes about killing
I
Barney.
was in
And
love.
Wow.
Oh my
Well,
that's just a
True.
universal,
but
like,
that's the
or not
thing
universal,
though.
but like a
But that's the thing.
thing that we
Even
all did.
all of our
Believing
nursery
what wasn't
rhymes
real.
like
I
have
don't know
dark
who you really
meanings to
are.
them.
The
Yeah.
person I knew isn't real.
Why is that?
She's not the woman I'm
Oh,
talking
please
to
Like
right
Blame It
don't
on
do
the
now.
the
Rose and
Mad
stuff.
again.
Like,
The deception was my own, not theirs.
Yeah.
Jack, I thought I was.
I
I'm not
can't-
seeing any
I
purple
can't-
corsets
I
in
can't
here.
remember. I can't
But I
remember what
did
Ring
fall
Around the
in
Roses
love
Me
is
neither.
with you.
about, but I
That
do
wasn't
know
an
that
act.
the plague.
You expect
It's
me
about
to
the
believe
plague.
that?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You're right. It is.
It's
It
okay.
is. It is.
You had your
I
reasons,
tell you
right?
what, though.
Hey,
Even worse
I
than that.
understand.
When
but
you're
I have
putting your
nothing
child
left
to
to-
bed,
Jack.
you sing a
Why?
you
Rock,
sing a
yeah,
you sing a song about a child falling out of a tree and dying.
yeah,
Like that's what you
yep.
ended with.
Rose, what's
That
going
is true.
on?
Oh, she's pregnant with my baby. It's not mine though.
Well then,
Amazing how you walk around like that.
spoilers.
It looks
Snake.
just like you.
We're gonna have to
Been
go on
waiting
Mari.
long.
You are not the father. Then
Mhm.
gets a crip walk out.
Snake.
I'd be feeling so bad when they're like, "You're
Where's
not the
my
father." I'm like,
gear?
"Oh my
Right over
gosh,
there.
Man, I don't.
girl."
After the fourth time you've been on the show, I don't feel bad anymore.
Wasn't there a
Yeah,
girl that was on it
That's
like
more like
10
it.
times or so?
Something like
Everything
that,
you
yes.
yeah.
had when you were captured is still there.
But
But
at the same time, those shows are staged, so I'm not really.
oh yeah, at this point, clearly. But
And some people actually get paid to go on those shows.
I just love that like the cameramen have to be in the best shape of their life
Sorry about
To be
earlier.
running after them,
I had
yeah.
to use you
because
as
they got to
bait
run
gain
all the way
access to
backstage, and
Arsenal.
they always
Worked.
find that
Why
same
didn't you tell
couch
me
and
about
stick their
Olga?
head underneath it
You
before they
never
start
asked.
crying.
Not happy about
Because
that?
it's
Get over
staged.
it.
While the
Any
dude
effects
is
of
on
the
stage
virus
doing
yet?
backflips.
Still waiting on that.
So it was rigged by the Patriots?
Looks like it.
It's
From
the
what I can
greatest thing
tell,
ever.
Arsenal is
Like
headed
you
for
really
Manhattan.
have to
I
like
don't know
be in
what Saul
shape
is
to be the
planning, but we'll
cameraman
have to deal
responsible
with
for
it
that.
one way or another. There's also a
But not for
trooper
nothing.
production
Like
model race
when
ahead.
the baby like
How
dead
many
ass looks
units?
like them, and then he says,
25, according
"You're
to
not the father,"
Olga.
I'd be like shocked as hell.
25? Yeah.
Well,
Can't say
it's
I've
one of those
faced that
court
many
shows
Metal
that does
Gears
that too.
before, but I think we can deal.
No way
Yeah, I
we
forgot what
can.
it's called
We
though.
can.
There's so
Because
many
we
of
have
them.
no other
And now
choice.
Jerry Springer
How?
has
I've
got one
stocked
too.
up on Stinger missiles. Oh yeah.
Oh
Olga
lord,
left this for you.
Oh, you didn't know he's a judge now? A TV judge?
no.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jerry Springer is a TV judge now. I don't know how legit
Yeah,
it is,
I
but
think that
Wow.
corset probably is the best
Olga
one.
asked me to give it to you. Besides,
Like the best
I'm not a
option
big
for
fan
that
of
dress.
blades.
I got a sword.
Only because I'm not sure how the dress would be shaped if I wear it.
Yeah.
Move the right stick up and down to make
That's
a
why I
vertical
put a
slice,
corset on
and
a
the
lot of
other
my
brush
dresses
slice
because like
parallel to the ground.
it just like looks big on the
Move
sides
stick in a
sometimes.
circle to do a rotating cut.
I love how I'm getting a tutorial at the
Push
end
it
of the game.
forward to lunge and strike.
I
You can
mean,
guard
you got a
with
new
your
weapon,
blade
right?
If you have the L1
Yeah, that I'll
button
probably
pressed
be able to
down.
use for like
You should be able
5
to deflect
minutes.
a bullet or two.
Well, you gotta know how to use it.
True. I like how mad he gets when you hit him.
What are you thinking?
He just straight shot me.
It's Snake. It's the Snake I'm used to.
Alright.
Oh, how he calls you a moron. It's like you hit him and then he starts shooting at you.
Oh no, he's coming. No! No, I was just playing. I was just playing.
Kid.
Oh, you got clothes on? Finally.
Oh yeah, he gave me clothes and a sword.
Kicking your ass.
And apparently I can't use my weapons here.
Can you use your hands? Your hands is your greatest weapon.
Facts.
Depends on whose hands we're using.
Come on,
'Cause
time to go.
I don't know if he got hands like that.
If you run out of ammo, you can have
The
mine. You got
graphics.
enough? Absolutely.
Infinite ammo.
I would hope
What
your
up,
sword has
Snake?
infinite ammo.
What?
Why does it have ammo to begin with?
Well,
I'm sorry.
I can use my
A
guns.
sword has ammo?
No, I can use my gun once I leave this
Snake,
place. But
have you
if I
ever
run out, I can get more
enjoyed
from him.
killing someone?
What are you
Ah.
talking about?
I'm
I
not
was about to
sure.
say.
Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between reality and a game.
That was kind of a
Diminished
reference
sense
to
of
the
reality.
original
VR
game
training will do
because
that.
No.
if you
it
beat
was
the
field
game
training when I was a kid.
and then you do a
lied,
new game
Snake.
plus,
I have more field
you
experience than I
now
can
have a
remember.
headband in your
It's not
inventory.
VR that's
You
doing
equip
this to me.
that headband,
Raiden, we don't carry
you
guns
get
to
infinite
take
ammo for
people
all your
down.
guns.
We're not here to help
The
some
entire
politician
game.
either.
You can say
So
that
they were
because
making a
you're
reference
a
to
legend.
that
a
he
hero.
still has it
I'm
from
Jack
the
the
last
Ripper.
game.
A dirty reminder of a terrible mistake.
Legends don't mean a whole lot. I was just a name.
Eddie, did you see the dress we were
Just
talking
like
about?
you.
People will remember
What? Where is
only
it?
the good part, the right part
Discord.
of what you did.
Oh,
There's no right
yeah,
part
no,
in
I've been saw
murder.
that one.
Not
It's
ever.
very pretty.
And we're not in this to make a name for ourselves.
I don't hate it.
Then what are you fighting?
The only thing I'm worried about
The
is this,
future.
it being
You can
strapless.
stop being part of a mistake. Starting now.
You can get like
What am I?
you
What
can
am I
get those
supposed to do?
the kind of tape thingy, sticky thing
Find
jiggers.
something
I like this.
You would have to
and
help
pick
me
it
with
for
that if we
yourself.
hang out.
And when you do, pass
Mhm.
it on to the future.
That's nice. I like it.
Believe in what?
That's your problem.
I
Come
think
on.
next year I'm gonna do a Dark Veil cosplay.
I know someone on TikTok did a dark version of Jessica Rabbit,
Raiden.
which I was considering
You
doing.
all right?
Yeah.
So are all the hostages. That's good news.
Like before I
How's
saw
everything on
that,
your
but
end?
now it's like,
All right
oh,
for
you stole
now,
my idea.
but
No,
there is
we had the same
something.
idea.
What?
Right.
The Colonel's last transmission was strange.
Strange?
How? Just
And that's the only
strange.
problem when it comes to
No
like
idea.
giving credit to people.
Interference?
A
I
lot
don't
of
know.
times people
Where
have
is
the
this
same
Colonel?
idea at the
I
same
don't
time.
know. I've never met the man actually.
And
I'll
unless you
dig
came
around.
across the video
I
that
know
was
you
posted
would.
first,
If there's anything else, call me on the
it's not
code.
necessarily that you
I
stole
might be
it,
able
you
to
just
help.
happen to have the
Your
same idea.
frequency is 141.12.
That part.
Other than the dances are straight up stolen.
Oh crap, we've been discovered.
You done goofed.
We.
Well, it was a cutscene, so it's not my fault. But now we have to kill. Kill!
Done
Kill!
goofed. It seems like you're getting killed.
Ooh.
Did you guys do a cartwheel while being shot at?
I did. It's like the Matrix.
No comment.
I mean, he did do that in the Matrix, though. And he should have been shot while doing it, but
Yeah.
maybe that's the movie.
Plot armor.
That part.
The strongest armor in the world. Oh my god, they shot Eddie. It's okay, he has plot armor. Oh, okay.
Not wrong.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Alright, we're
I'm
done bleeding.
bleeding. Yay!
I'm bleeding again.
No!
Don't ask me if I'm
Cut
alright.
this
Just
life
help me.
into pieces. That is a last resort. Petition, no breathing. Worse I can't see on screen, but I'm not.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Yo, someone on TikTok remixed that or mashed up that song with Toxic by Britney Spears.
Wow.
And it's actually pretty good.
I think I want
I
to
believe it.
make another mix. It's gonna be which I'm surprised nobody thought to do this already. It's gonna be that wild side. Is it wild side? Normani?
Wild thing? Wild side.
Yeah. So it's gonna be that and Aaliyah's 1 in a Million. Because essentially 1 in a Million's beat is pretty much the same thing.
See, you thought that, and I instantly had the idea to do
About this colonel of yours. I
cosplayers,
found
both of
out
them
where
singing
he
the
is.
song.
Where?
But that's a lot of work.
Inside Arsenal.
Yeah, that would
What?
be a lot.
I've
It'd be
checked out
dope.
all the possibilities, but I keep
But it would
coming back
definitely
to
be
Arsenal.
a lot of effort
It
to
isn't a
that.
relay point, it's the origin of the signal. And the encryption protocol it uses is exactly the same as that of Arsenal's AI. The so-called
Especially
GW.
since my view count
What the
isn't
hell
that
does
high,
this
I'm not gonna be
mean?
putting that
I
much
think
work
it
into a video that
means
might not get that much
you've
views.
been talking to an AI.
That's impossible.
The
I've been
kernel
talking to
probably
an
isn't
AI.
GW per se. GW was most likely stimulating cortical activity in the dormant part of your brain through signal manipulation of your own nanomachines. The kernel is, in part, your own creation, cobbled together from expectations and experience.
That's crazy.
But it's probably the truth. The virus may be starting to affect GW, which would explain the kernel's behavior.
It was all an illusion? Everything I've done so far? Right. Snake, what's happening around here?
I don't know. What I do know is that you're standing right here in front of me. Not an illusion. Flesh and blood.
Snake!
Huh?
It's your call. You can drop this if you want.
No, I can't do that. Let's go.
Dumbledore. Sorry.
Snake. Snake. Severus Snake.
We are in the colon.
Oh.
Ew.
That's what it's called, the sigmoid colon.
They've got Rose.
I know.
What?
Still
Rose
ill.
is being held in the hold.
It's a trap.
I always thought that was weird
Right.
that they have
Get
like
a grip.
But
named
Snake,
all of these
It's a
pieces
trap.
like body
Since
parts.
the colonel doesn't exist, there's no way he can take Rose hostage.
yeah, you're right.
I am right.
Okay. Does Rose exist?
Don't be weird. She's your...
What if I've never really met her?
What?
If the
I
kernel
feel like I
is
should go
something
get
that I
popcorn.
partly dreamt up, then
Ooh,
everything I
that's what I
remember
want,
about
popcorn.
her could be...
Don't jump to conclusions.
You and Otacon are the ones that say the Colonel never existed.
Raiden.
Is this what Olga was
Because I think I want to
talking
watch
about?
Black Widow tonight.
I haven't watched it yet.
Nope, I saw Shang-Chi, but I have not seen Black Widow. So I definitely want to see it.
Being raised on martial arts, even if I wasn't a Marvel fan, I'd be like, what? Martial arts? I'm there.
Listen. I'm not going to spoil anything, but I will tell you this. If you like martial arts, even not being a Marvel fan, you will absolutely love this movie. The fight choreography was superb. And I said this before, that, you know, my favorite, especially when we did the whole watch through, that my favorite, as far as fight scenes, was Winter Soldier. Because they didn't have to depend on a bunch of special effects. They just fight. Shang-Chi has now taken the top spot.
I already saw it.
Well, that was more so for anybody who hasn't. But it is now officially taken the top spot when it comes to that.
Not strongest vampire. Oh my god, it's another side!
Ah, this is where it starts acting funky.
You're acting funky.
Vision mailed.
Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square.
No, don't touch me there. Did you know that they did an actual video for that? A music video?
Did they?
Oh lord.
Yeah. If you go on their shared YouTube channel, The Boys, they made an official video for No Square.
Why does it keep breaking?
Even though they kind of slowed it down a little bit.
It's Y2K all over again. I met this guy who was like working on computers back then. He was like, or he's like one of my coworkers now. He's like, yeah, I was one of those people that they had doing all of this backup security stuff during Y2K. Because they were, all the companies were panicking, thinking their stuff was gonna go down. It's like I was at home watching Fresh Prince.
Oh my god, same. I was in the basement with my parents, and we were watching TV.
Yeah, man. It's like, man, I ain't got time to be worried about this. We only had one computer in the house, so if it freaks out, so be it. We'll just throw it out the back door.
It's been a long
We
wait.
just threw it out the back door.
The root of
Yeah, we got
all
a swimming
my
pool back there.
sorrows.
What?
2 years ago, you killed my
I
father.
don't think we had a
That was
TV until
the
after
beginning of
Y2K.
hell for us. Everyone I love has been taken from me one
Well, you know,
by one.
we had
And
one
no
for all
matter
of
how
our
hard I try, I can't follow them.
projects and
An
reports and
endless
crap.
nightmare.
Because I
only
started
thing we
doing
live for
those,
is
I
to
think,
see
what,
it
7th
end.
grade?
Our wait is
6th grade,
almost
7th grade, one of
over.
those. And I
You
started
can't be
doing those.
serious about firing the nuke.
Since no
And
one can kill me,
every year,
I may as
because
well
what
kill
happened, I'll tell you what it
everyone
was. We
I
had to
can.
do Black History reports. From 6th through the 8th grade, we had to do Black History reports.
Damn.
And the teachers
Looks like on today's
wouldn't
pick,
allow you to
you go
do
on ahead.
the like the same thing that everybody knows, like Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and all that stuff. You had to find somebody that nobody knows
You want
about.
eternal rest? I've got it right here.
So I had to do a bunch of research on the internets.
What are you gonna
Something that is awesome that one of my coworkers does for his 5th graders, they do a wax museum type thing. So they have to do their research and then dress up like the person who they're doing their presentation on. And then they will set it up in the gym, and the classes will take turns coming up and going to different people and hearing the stories and stuff like that. And like you said, it's a challenge of, not picking the well-known ones.
Right.
Like I was in a class, I think it was a 1st grade class. Yeah. And they did a project for Black History one day when I was like filling in for temporarily. And someone mentioned Rosa Parks. I was like, oh, that's cool. Did you know that there was a little girl before Rosa Parks that did the same thing? All of them said no. So I went home, printed out an article on her, gave it to the teacher, who also didn't know about this little girl.
Or is it one of the S3 plan's proud achievements?
What are you talking about?
It came as a complete surprise when Ocelot discovered the S3 data from GW. Not a bad idea, though. Using fire to fight fire, creating the perfect assassin to retire Solid Snake's brother. S3 stands for Solid Snake Simulation. It's a development program to artificially reproduce Solid Snake, the perfect warrior. The result is a Foxhound
S3.
Commando. When Foxhound no longer exists, a simulated Solid Snake shaped by VR regimen. Sound like someone you know, Jack? I'm sorry to see you reduced to one of the Patriots' puppets. But I've made use of you, and their plan too. Solid Snake's sudden appearance,
Is he striking
your
with open
arrival.
palms, or is
It
he
was
doing his
obvious the
fists?
Patriots were among my ranks.
They're somewhat open. They're not fully open.
See, this is what I mean about throwing hands.
You came in handy.
Who you finna
as
knock out with these
bait.
hands?
I mean,
Who's
think about waist.
surprised?
Those days during the Civil War were as real as
You said
they
what?
come.
Think
Every
there's
day
certain
was
martial arts
absolute.
styles where they hit with
Split
their
between
palm,
life and
Yeah,
not
death.
their
I know.
fist.
You ran
But
from
he
it,
was like he's about to break
and
some
now
fingers while he
you've
does it.
been led back
Right.
to war by something less than real.
They're talking a lot.
He's explaining
As
to
soon as I say that.
why he's
No
been
more games,
manipulated
Jack.
this whole time.
At least you know. There's no reason to keep you alive now.
I know that guy. That version of Snake.
I've a worthy
Solidus, the
opponent,
third
at
brother.
least. But now, you should die as the little Jackie
Because
boy
he was
I
made
once
to be the
knew.
perfect clone of Big Boss. And then the fact that he lost his eye and then ended up with the eye patch, they were like, you're the spitting image of Big Boss now. And now I have to fight Metal Gear Ray because they've been mad.
So in this situation, who will be Boba Fett?
Oh gosh. You mean, okay, so wait, let me focus. Oh! Boba Fett versus Django?
No, I'm saying in terms of the clone that got to actually live a normal life.
Oh. Ooh.
What are we talking about?
I guess he would be the closest. He kind of became president though. Actually, Liquid would probably be a lot closer to it, but what happened with him is that he felt some type of way and thought he was like, had these inferior genes and stuff. Basically, his inferiority complex forced him to decide that, oh, I'm gonna try to kill my dad, or I'm gonna try to surpass my dad and kill all of these enemies. Actually, he did try to kill his dad at one point when he was a little boy. He tried to shank him with a knife, but
Oh my goodness.
But it was like a doppelganger, like a body double instead, and it wasn't really his dad. And also, he's a better fighter, so, and stronger and stuff. So that plan failed horribly.
Well, you win some, you lose some.
In this case, you lose all of them because he's never won a fight. And now he's dead. And it wasn't even like him losing in a fight that caused him to die. He died from a virus. Because he survived an explosion from a missile being shot directly into the cockpit of the Metal Gear he was piloting. He survived falling off of the top of the Metal Gear, which was supposed to kill any normal man. He survives getting shot while driving down a tunnel. He survives the Jeep that he was driving actually crashing and then falls dead outside due to the virus.
So Rasputin, got you.
Pretty much.
When I heard about the monk Rasputin, oh my god. Got shot, got poisoned, died drowning.
Shoot him in the kneecap, shoot him in the face. No Megan needs for y'all.
Oh, not the Mega Man.
Oh no, he stepped on me. Alright.
Supposed to go for your Mega Moves.
I wasn't even bothering this one. But now.
Like, he didn't really step on you, but he was close enough that the impact kind of threw you off.
That old famous shockwave. They were doing that back in like Mario games and stuff. Like Super Mario 64 when Bowser would stomp the ground and crap.
Okay, now I'm actually gonna go get popcorn. Be right back.
That is it. I am buying popcorn after this. I was at the store the other day and I should have got it then. Because I knew I was going to want some this weekend. Because I haven't had any in a good while.
Oh wait, my phone's charged. I can take you with me. Eat.
Come on, Everybody, let's go.
go.
Why is
Come
there a
on,
creeper
let's get
outside
to
my house?
it. What?
Hi.
Wait, what?
What's happening?
There's a creeper outside my house. So I'm just debating if I'm gonna go outside or not. Literally right at the door, I'm just like, why? Why? Why do you do this to me?
Go away. You can't even go
Why are
here.
you being weird to me?
You can't even go
No!
here.
I just want to build in peace.
Oh, is it Zombos?
Nah, it's creeper.
Oh no. Even
That's
worse.
right. I'll lose
Those are the
these
green
blocks.
things, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Why did they make that the thing to put on the box of the Minecraft cereal?
Because creepers.
Of all the things, like that's not gonna make me want a bowl of cereal.
So, if you ever watched Game Theory, the theory is that the creeper is based off of a plant that explodes the way the creeper does.
Interesting.
Like, I know there's I don't know if it's the same plant that they're talking about, but there's a plant called Touch Me Not. And if you touch its flower, it kind of just pops.
Oh, I don't like that.
Which obviously would help, like, distribute the seeds and stuff like that.
So it's like Ego's plants.
Okay. That plus is the only creature in Minecraft that floats on water.
Interesting.
Hey, mommy. Nope.
Take out that kneecap in the face.
Remember I need that in the face?
I'm cutting this very close right now. I don't like it. Oh no! Stand up. I hate that I don't have any rations left. No, no. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That might have very well been the last Metal Gear for me to fight too.
Right?
Yay.
No, not yay. I died before I killed him.
Oh.
We gotta start over.
Oh.
We don't like starting over.
Well, look on the bright side. You start fresh. You start fresh.
How is that the bright side?
It's like it never happened.
See, you know what to do now, though, right?
Yeah.
You learn from your mistakes.
Okay, sure. I'm gonna go with that.
Positivity. Positivity.
This message was brought to you by Minecraft cereal. Put the creepers on the box. And remember, kids, milk first.
I'll never use TNT again.
How dare you?
I'm sorry, what?
I was trying to see who I could trigger with that one.
How dare you, sir?
And what's funny is that I'm one of those people that I definitely cereal first, always. But there's a whole group of people on TikTok that absolutely will argue you. They'll do full-scale debates, like a political debate over this. That it is definitely.
Pretty sure they're just trying to get people to argue with them to get their views out.
Yeah.
Because that's an easy way to trigger people.
It is an easy way to trigger people, like Stefan voiceovers guy.
Who?
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, with
He
the
did that
really
one.
he's team milk first.
Yeah.
Nah.
He
The
probably
few
doesn't
times
actually do
I've
that.
done-
He's probably just trolling people.
Oh no, he's definitely
Yeah.
team milk first. Like he means it with his whole chest.
The few
Are you
times
sure
that I've
about
done
that
that,
though? Because like,
You can know
I
when
know
somebody's
people
trolling.
that I don't know about that. I know some people that will find it
Just wanna see the
hilarious to
world.
try to convince people. Yeah, like they do things
Just want to
like
see the world
that.
burn. That's tragic.
some people really do want to see the world burn.
I mean, yeah, honestly.
That
There are
is
people.
tragic.
50 inches. Hold up.
I don't have to argue. I just know that I know that it is always, always, always cereal first.
Nah, the few times I've done it is when I was lazy and I had the milk and cereal in the kitchen, the milk and bowl in the kitchen, and the cereal was in my room, and then felt like going back and forth.
I feel you.
I've done that.
I think the only time that I would probably make an exception is if, like, I ate a bowl of cereal and there's already milk in my bowl,
That part.
and I just want to use up the milk. But I'm not.
I've
gonna
like
just-
I've poured milk first to like troll people before,
See,
but then it's like it was just specifically to troll people. So I'm like, I
You are
know people
cruel.
do stuff like that just to troll because like that's
you
something
are
I
so
would do.
cruel.
Even though I don't do it to argue with people, I just do it to troll people, and then I would tell them afterwards that I'm just messing with you. But some people will sit there and actually like hold that like statement, like they actually believe it just
Like,
to
I will die on this
make
hill.
you upset. Yeah, just to make you upset.
Okay, so if I get that dress that you sent me, I'm definitely gonna need heels.
Freaking get them from Shein. I have a couple of Shein shoes.
That's what it was. She was trying to get shoes from Shein.
Mm.
Because it's like the dress itself, according to the measurements, says 50 inches. And depending on how that sits on me, it's gonna be way too long.
I mean, you do have boobs though, so like that might help. That might help like the lengthwise, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because like I know
Depends
that's
on how it sits
yeah, like I know with me, like I freaking have to take that into consideration. Because like anytime a dress is like on the model, if it looks like a certain length, I usually have to like be like, okay, it's gonna come up a little bit shorter on me.
on me. Yeah. And then I know the slit is gonna be a little bit too low compared to how it looks in her.
I forget you're short, huh?
Yeah, I tiny.
You do know that I'm short.
I tiny.
Have you seen that
I'm
video that
definitely
she
gonna
did?
have to.
Yeah, she did a whole TikTok with that.
I would
sound.
know.
I've heard that sound before, but I didn't know she made a video with it.
Yeah. I was actually the person who asked the his TikTok name is Silk God. And he did a video where he said it once. I was like, can you make a version of that for short people? You do know I'm short, right?
Okay, so like wait, so has any of you guys watched Demon Slayer at all?
Yes.
Okay,
Everybody but me.
so everybody
yeah,
but
don't
you.
spoil it.
I'm not gonna spoil it. Don't worry.
No.
So,
Like, here's the thing. As far as Demon
Uh-huh.
Slayer, feel free to spoil it as much as you want. I'm still gonna watch it. Spoil it as much as you want. Because people spoiled
Well.
Naruto for me, and I'm still watching it.
Okay, don't spoil Naruto for me because like
won't.
even though I'm mostly finished,
I don't.
I'm not fully finished.
I don't spoil things for other people, but if they have spoilers for me, I generally don't care.
I'm more than halfway past Shippuden.
I am.
I don't know what episode I'm on.
I'm still like somewhere in the Great Ninja War, so I'm probably not that much further than you, if at all.
Freaking this dress. I was gonna make my own little custom Rengoku freaking cosplay. And so I got this dress. And then
How
I
fast is their
found,
delivery?
for me, it usually takes like 2 to 3 weeks.
That's the only problem then.
It depends. You could ship it faster, even though you have to pay for shipping if you do it that
Yeah,
way.
no, I don't want to do that.
I mean, it might be worth it, to be honest.
Oh, that's cute.
Because, like I said, they always have 20% off codes. They might not be advertising the 20% off codes, but like I can give you one if you need one. But they always have 20% off codes. So like, ultimately, you're probably gonna be taking a whole bunch of it off anyway.
Don't do this. They'll know.
Does that make sense?
I'll hold them off. Give you time to get
And then I
ready.
found this skirt, which I don't know. I'm going to paint like the yellow and stuff. I just don't know how I'm going to like like incorporate it, like if I'm gonna like put it like under the dress or like just put like just part of it on the little slit part or something. I don't know. I have to figure that part out. But like I got that because I was just like, that looks cute. Little
Have you seen the movie
situation. Yet?
Yeah. Without saying anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not just comrades, family.
But
family.
I know I'm going to
it's hilarious because it's a
But
kid's
at least
skirt.
my child.
But like I said, I'm not planning on actually wearing it as a skirt. I just don't know how I'm going to put it underneath exactly yet.
Oh, who's getting this dress?
I'm gonna have to cut it. Huh?
I just came back in the conversation. The dress.
Yeah.
Dress. Is that you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, ma'am.
That's
Snap.
on its way here. And then
3 snaps in Z formation.
that's one of the cosplays that I'm going to be wearing whenever I freaking end up going to what to call it. Because like I thought about it. Next event I go to, I want to be all in like full on custom cosplays. Just because like I don't know, I feel like I want to look different than everybody else. I don't want to be like if I'm the same character as somebody else, I want to like stand out against them. Does that make sense? Like I want to feel more original, I guess.
Respect.
That's part of the reason why I do closet cosplays instead of actual cosplays.
Yeah. I don't know, I find it funner when I take a character and then make them that character plus me. If that makes sense.
I did.
And then I feel like because it's a closet cosplay, at least from personal experience, I haven't gotten any of the this character isn't black yet.
See, I do, even when I do closet cosplays. So
Also
like,
because you have a bigger fan base.
yeah. Freaking people are annoying.
Yes.
Yeah.
Someone really I don't know if you guys saw the video, but the one where freaking the Harley Quinn one where it was just the Hinata's in black audio thing.
Yes.
And someone really commented on my Harley Quinn saying that it would have been better if I made my skin paler so that it would match the character better.
Shaking my head.
I'm just like,
get off my page.
All the way.
You don't need to be here
at all. You're dismissed.
And
because the thing about it is, every single time that black people cosplay something, we're the people who never feel the need to change our skin. We just put on the clothes.
It's funny because like there was more than one comment similar to that too.
I'm not surprised.
And then I've seen someone who got a comment talking about, oh, this is black. Was it blackwashing? What?
Yeah, blackwashing.
Yeah, that's not a thing, but good try. Little chat.
What makes me upset is when people be like, oh, so white people can cosplay black characters? I'm just like, yeah?
Yeah?
Like, what is your argument?
Respectful, go ahead.
Right.
I never said y'all couldn't.
Y'all can do that all day long, just don't blackface. Just put the clothes on.
Right.
Don't blackface and certain characters stick away from.
Yeah, so it's that simple. And then another thing people don't understand is that, like, although, like, there are some characters that are black that, like freaking have culture and stuff like that, a lot of our characters are based around our culture.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we don't have a lot of the characters.
So
So, like...
yeah, so that is so it's a thing, and we've heard this argument 1,000 times before. It's like, so we couldn't actually like recast if a movie came out. We can't actually recast them as a white person or as an Asian person because their race or their ethnic background is a part of their story. So like
Exactly.
that's why Black Panther, for example, like you could put anybody else in the suit. However, Black Panther, T'Challa, or T'Chaka can't be anything else because they're African royalty.
No,
On
people will
top
make the
of...
argument about South Africa.
No,
But,
no,
like, on top of
because
that, they
no,
had the
no,
whole...
because here's the thing is that their storyline, yeah, because
Yeah.
you can throw the South Africa thing in there, but their storyline literally has everything to do with the fact that Wakanda remained untouched
Mhm.
by
And then that
European
also...
influence.
You also have to keep in mind too the whole Oakland storyline where it's like the whole point was that it was hard growing up as a black kid in poverty. Like that's the whole point.
Exactly. Oh no! Hold your breath. Hold
So
your
it's
breath. Hold
like
your breath.
the energy.
Like, I
forgot I had
believe
to do
people were
that again.
mad when The Wiz came out. It's like, it's not Wizard of Oz. It's our own story. Leave it alone.
Yeah, they were very upset. That's the one that came on live. They were like, "Now what if we made an all white version of the Wiz?" You did. It's called the Wizard of
You
Oz.
did.
It's literally existed this whole time. If you go back and watch that movie right now, you will not find a single black person on that whole film.
Nope.
Planning to hijack Arsenal?
That is why the Wiz exists.
You will go to screw me.
And then there was I love anything sci-fi. So is it Zoe? It's either Zoe Deschanel or her sister, played as Dorothy in a sci-fi version of Wizard of Oz called The Tin Man.
Uh-huh.
And oh my god, I love that.
I'm no philanthropist.
The amount of like BS people tell me just from like cosplaying is stupid. One person tried to tell me, like, one person, and like I didn't even respond to the comment because I was just like, this makes no sense. There's a person with what is the condition called? I think it's Fertiligo.
Vitiligo.
Yes.
Yeah, that. You guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, vitiligo.
Sorry, I can't say it properly. I'm sorry, but the person that was asking the question literally had it. They had it themselves, and they were like, "Oh, you'd make a perfect domino." Blah 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 blah. Right? The person, mind you, the person asking me to cosplay this character literally has it. Someone else was just like, you shouldn't put concealer over your eyes because like that's a skin condition and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, it's literally important to the character.
Right.
And the person that's asking the question is literally a part of that community.
Yeah.
And you're trying to argue against that person, trying to say that that's offensive. I feel like if it was offensive, then like even like the movie would have had a lot of issues because the character that plays Domino doesn't have that either.
Yeah, that's called virtue signaling, and there's a lot of people who do that trying to be the good guy in the story, and they're really just loud and wrong.
And I'm just like, if someone from the community wants to tell me like why that's wrong and stuff like that, but like I feel like most people in the community don't see it that way.
And even if they did, you cosplaying as this character who has it will be more so awareness rather than offensive.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, for me, like, it wasn't like I did it as something that was ugly. I did it as something that was beautiful. Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't like I was making fun of the character or like making the character like appearance look bad or whatever the case may be. Like, like there was a whole argument or back and forth in my comment section about that.
But we're running a little short on time.
What are you talking about?
Everything you've done here has been scripted. A little
I
exercise set up.
I don't know. It really surprised me how much backlash I got from the Harley Quinn though.
The S3
Because it's Harley Quinn. I feel like Harley Quinn is such a popular character.
Yeah, especially lately.
That's what I told you.
Yeah,
Everybody
so
is
like
Harley
it
Quinn.
really
But the VR
really
training the
confused
boy
me.
was put through
I would say
was not
like
the beat of the
Harley
project.
Quinn and when I was Harley Quinn, I got a lot of Harley Quinn isn't like black type of comments. And then when I was I don't know, I learned I've gotten certain different reactions and like I guess certain different sides of TikTok's attention with different cosplays. If that makes sense. Because like there's each cosplay is like a different fandom or whatever.
Yeah, like I know one of my other TikTok friends, Ashley, she does Harley Quinn, and she gets a lot of like thirst trap guys coming after her. So I will literally be a moderator in her lives, just like anytime someone comes out of pocket and says something disrespectful, I'm just like mute.
Yeah,
I've learned a lot of Harley Quinn cosplayers. Like, there's a lot of them that like specifically Harley Quinn cosplay, and they'll have like different versions of Harley Quinn, and it's like their whole page just Harley. And I was like, that's interesting. But that's like a side of YouTube that I entered when I started posting my Harley Quinn stuff.
Yeah,
or not YouTube, but TikTok.
I mean, I considered doing that for my vampire character because I love my vampire character, but sometimes it's hard to find audios for her.
Honestly, you could just use some of the trending content and audios that's going around right now because Halloween.
Yeah. I just found it difficult this week, even though I gave her a makeover.
I remember my freaking specifically why am I blanking on words? Specifically that video where I duetted someone that was cosplaying Miles. And I was dancing because he was saying like he liked Gwen Stacy and stuff like that, right? And I was dressed up as Gwen Stacy. So I was just like, cool, I'll duet this person. Just because we're both in like, the freaking cosplays or whatever. Why did I get so many comments about it was women that were black telling me that I don't need to dress up as this white girl to try to get the attention of this black boy. I was like, I am dressed up as a character from Marvel.
I feel like there's always going to be something negative that could be said about a cosplay.
Yeah, always.
I'm just like, we are dressing up. Where?
And
this white girl in question is a cartoon.
I bet you it was people who don't cosplay. And it's just like, or they probably don't even make content.
We've gone to a lot of trouble to set you up.
It was like multiple people. Like, I was so confused.
Yeah, it's usually people on the outside.
Yeah, and like the perfect example of that is I remember there being a story a while back where this couple was sitting in a restaurant and the guy was on his phone, and a lot of people that tried to be like, I guess pro the woman, the girl, were just like, oh, you shouldn't be with him. He's there on his phone. He's not paying you attention. And she's like, excuse me. He just gave
Have
a
you
church
seen the
sermon
couch guy thing?
It was like he just gave a church sermon and I recorded him and he's watching the recording back. Worry about yourselves. Thank you.
Wasn't that like
Have you seen the whole couch guy thing?
I think I saw that video.
Recently, there was a trend, I guess, with that had to do with this girl surprising her boyfriend, and she walked into the apartment, and apparently he was sitting on the couch with like 3 other girls, and like it apparently looked like one of the girls passed him his phone. But I'm just like, even if she did pass him the phone, why is he automatically sus for grabbing his phone before getting up?
Because people always look for the worst in folks.
Yeah. I'm like, he's standing up. Clearly, he's not about to sit there anymore. If he grabs his phone,
no bullet could hit you.
Like, I don't understand the issue with that.
or
Yeah,
some new
that's
age
all it
mumbo
all
jumbo.
it is people
Certainly
often
wasn't your
just
psychic
assume the
talents.
worst in
It
people.
was all staged by the Patriots.
People were like actually making like proof videos
You were
breaking
being
down
shielded
that
by the
video.
electromagnetic weapons
Wow.
technology that the
And I'm just like,
Patriots
y'all are
It's
all up in their relationship for no
it's
reason.
not that deep.
Your dead
That video got like,
subjects
hold
loved
on,
your
I'm
father
curious
and
how many views that has now because that was a very popular video.
needed a pathetic wretch
Couch.
It's really not that deep.
I don't
It really isn't.
I don't have that kind of time.
You've
Man.
been a puppet all along, just like Olga.
If he is or isn't, it'll come to light when it's supposed to. I'm not gonna fast forward the tape.
Hamming it up as the tragic
And at the end of the day, if I'm minding my business and you're minding my business, who's minding your business?
absorbed in your own misfortune.
Oof, that.
Who's minding your business?
I could have died whenever I wanted to.
Oh no.
That video has 61.3 million views.
Wait, Cuddle.
Wow.
The
61.3 million. Huh?
the video,
Yes.
the guy who does the Miles Morales cosplay, is it that dude with the kind of like a box fade?
Wait, the guy that does what?
That was in the Miles Morales cosplay. He got like a box fade.
Yeah.
The one that always says this person isn't this color, and then he's just like,
yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do edit. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, he is so dope.
I unfollowed him because I don't know why I unfollowed him. I just was unfollowing people because I was following a lot of people that I didn't really interact with their videos and stuff. Like recently, I went through my following. There was a couple people I didn't recognize them, and like it's one thing if I don't recognize you, I'm going to unfollow you, even if we're mutuals, just because that tells me that we don't interact with each other. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, I want to be friends with my mutuals. That's like the going from here on out. That's the vibe I want.
I think that's
so if I don't recognize you, that's an issue.
I think that's what they changed it to. They changed it so that they actually call you friends. Like if they're mutuals, they call you friends.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, that's just how I want to be. So I don't follow a lot of people myself. Like I'm at 388 right now, but it's probably not gonna be more than 400 because the people that I want to follow, people whose content I actually genuinely support and I want to interact with you and stuff like that. I don't want to just be out here following people for the sake of it.
See, I don't mind following people for the sake of it, but like, it gotta be somebody I actually recognize. Like literally.
I know it sucks because I know I followed him for a while, and I know Jeremy followed him for a while, and at some point, I don't know if he got shadow banned or what, his content wasn't showing up on my page.
Was that?
Yeah.
The same guy that we were talking about with the Miles Morales cosplay.
Right.
Yeah, I just stopped watching his stuff. I don't. It's like, and like the whole dumb thing that like started getting tiring for me.
Yeah.
And I think that's why his stuff stopped showing up for me. And I was just like, I'm kind of like a dead follower, so I just unfollow it. If we ever, for some reason, come back into the same circle, I will gladly follow him back.
Yeah.
But
I don't even follow him. I just see his stuff a lot because a lot of the people that I'm connected to interact with him. So he pops up on my For You page often.
yeah, there's a lot of people that like I know who they are, and I would follow them first. Like I would follow them back if they followed me. But like I don't necessarily have the interest for all of their content, if that makes sense. Like I like most of their content, but not all of their content, and so I don't want to be a dead follower. But then like if they're like if they're interested in being friends with me, I would be their friend, and I would support them just because they're my friends type of thing. Like there's a whole bunch of people that I'm mutuals with. I have never seen those anime. I don't know what this cosplay is. I'm liking this video because you're my friend.
Yeah.
I like the cosplay, but like I would not usually follow that person for this cosplay.
Yeah, that's
because like
me with Sunflower.
I don't know the character.
Because like that's literally me with Sunflower because like her cosplay is so dope, and I don't know half the characters she's actually cosplaying, but she attention to detail, and there's so much quality. Plus, you're one of my friends. I'm gonna support you, but I don't know who this person is that you are.
But it's like you wouldn't follow her for those characters because you don't know who those characters are.
Exactly.
I mean, I follow a lot of black cosplayers just because they gave me the courage to kind of start cosplaying. Like I used to go to cons and be so afraid to do a cosplay. I'm just like, I don't think I could pull it off.
I got the two of you to thank for me getting into it. Because I wasn't going to do it.
Yeah. Welcome to the dark side.
Yeah, I wasn't going to do it. I was going to just enjoy it from the sidelines. And then I was like, you know what? Maybe I can do this. Just by interacting with the two of you.
I want to start a series. I just don't know which channel I want to start it on and how I'm gonna do it. But I want to do like a closet cosplay series where like I break stuff down and teach people how to closet cosplay simply with all the stuff that they have. Like how I did that one video with Yodorichi where I showed different ways that I freaking cosplayed Yodorichi and like literally that's all stuff I had in my closet.
And then also when you did the video talking about the Harley Quinn cosplay, like how you got the dress. I don't follow them, but I look on YouTube for things like that quite often. Or even with my closet cosplay, sometimes I go on Pinterest and see like general outfits that people put together, and then I take it from there.
All the brothers are assembled.
There's but the Yodorichi one of the freaking things, you know those spaghetti strap tops that like almost everyone has. Like the basic freaking spaghetti strap tops that you can get from like Walmart for like $3. Literally, that's one of those shirts. Like the last in the last cosplay, I had on one of those shirts, but I turned it sideways and I put the arm part over my head, and then the other arm part I just tucked it in the back so you couldn't see it. And then I tucked it into my pants, so then it looks like a bodysuit. After all, I'm just like. People could do that. If you don't have a bodysuit, most people have those, or at least a black tank top or something. You could do the same thing.
Why do you think I chose Ocelot as my host? But before I go, I have a family matter to settle with.
And that is also a tip I learned on YouTube.
And that's actually part of the reason why I started closet cosplaying, because I was trying to push my wardrobe and get like different pieces that I wouldn't typically wear. Because I like wearing a lot of black clothes.
I've been getting a lot of like corset like stuff because of cosplaying and like TikTok. I don't know why, but like corsets have been like, I don't know, I've been influenced, I feel like, from TikTok. Like I just want to get a whole bunch of corsets now.
I love corsets, but I never saw them as an everyday thing. Whereas seeing your videos where you kind of have a corset with most of your outfits, and it's like,
It's like, I like that one because it's like little belts and stuff. So it's like a corset, but it's like not.
Yeah.
I finally bought an actual.
The corset I had on for my latest Harley Quinn videos is actually much longer than that, but I put a skirt over it because it's too long for my body. But that was a gift from Sunflower.
Aww.
And then when I got it and saw how big it was on me, I was like, how am I going to make this work? So now I kind of want to take it to a tailor and get it cut, but I don't know if a regular tailor would do it or if I have to find someone who specifically works with corsets. Actually, Eddie.
I'm literally going to your thinking just so I can see exactly what you're talking about because I remember it, but like. So you're saying like it's like tucked in? Oh, I can't even tell.
Eddie. Do you know if Chandel knows how to alter corsets?
I can ask.
I feel like corsets would be really hard to alter.
Yeah, especially depending on the material. But then I saw
honestly, even if you don't, it still works the way you have it.
Yeah, it's just more so I wouldn't be able to wear that specific outfit. I can't wear it outside of filming because it's a dress under the corset under the skirt.
Wait, it's a dress?
So the shirt that you see, the off-the-shoulder shirt, is a full dress. Then it's the corset which has a
Okay,
skirt over it.
well, if you ever wanted to wear it in real life, you just need to get like a $3 black shirt.
April 30th.
So that's not bad.
I've been looking at bodysuits that look similar to that.
George Washington took office as the first president of the
What other
United
characters
States
do
of
you want to
America
do?
200 years ago today.
I had a whole list and a plan for the summer that just didn't happen. Like if it wasn't for COVID and we had beach days, I would have done Kita from Kyakakash from Atlantis. At one point I was planning to do a mermaid, not necessarily Ariel, but a general mermaid. Raven, but I feel like that's pretty much done on a regular basis. Instead of Starfire, I was gonna do Blackfire.
It's not power I want.
Yes, Blackfire.
What I wanted to take back from the patriots are things like freedom, civil rights, opportunities.
I have to find my list. I was at work one day bored when the kids were at home last year, and I just like sat there and found all my fandoms and people I would want to cosplay.
I feel like I'm just like the type of person, I cosplay whoever is like on my mind at that time that I want to get a cosplay. Because like I have a list, but then like I kind of sometimes just ignore that list completely and go with someone that's not even on the list. Like that's what happened with my Hawks. I wasn't even planning on cosplaying Hawks, but then I was just like, yep, I'm cosplaying Hawks because I had like a whole design idea. And like I feel like I successfully did the design idea, I guess, with the whole fur on the skirt and stuff.
Yeah, I really like that one.
Would be cute.
My existence to remain.
Like I remember asking people like who they would like me to see cosplay, who they would like to see me cosplay, and then some of the people they listed, like Canary from Hunter x Hunter. I haven't gotten that far into Hunter x Hunter, so it's not one of my fandoms. So I feel like I wouldn't do it justice by cosplaying her. But then like Harley Quinn, when I did that, I know the basics of Harley Quinn, and then it gave me the opportunity to dig deeper into the world of Marvel to learn things I didn't know about her.
I always like learning about the characters like right before I cosplay them. Like it kind of sucks because sometimes I have to like learn spoilers, but that's just because like I want to know everything about the character before I cosplay them because like I don't know. It's like one of those things where it's like if like later on in the story the character does something effed up or something, or like someone tries to quiz me on the character or someone spoils the character already for me, then I'm just gonna be all sad that I cosplayed them and like I didn't know the answers to the questions or like I get spoiled that way. I don't know. I kind of want to know what I'm talking about when I'm cosplaying someone.
Like before I stopped that week, the weekend of Harley Quinn, I was gonna do the videos to I Want to Ruin Our Friendship because her and Ivy, which I ship so hard.
I do too, honestly. Out of all the people that she's dated,
not ours in mind.
What? Definitely her over Joker any day.
Yeah, their relationship is toxic.
Of the human genome was
way toxic.
Early this century.
And then I have a friend who often basically says that like Harley would be nothing without Joker, but for her to be attracted to him in the first place, something wasn't right in her head.
Things not covered by genetic
I
information.
feel like
What do you mean?
Human memories, ideas.
in some ways that's true because I feel like Harley did get a lot of her street credit from Joker.
Definitely.
But at the same time,
I
I feel like
mercy of nature.
when it comes to like how crazy she is and what she could do, I feel like that's purely Harley.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
with or without Joker, that would have came out of her.
Yeah.
Because like,
For her to know who he was as a person and be interested enough to want to work with him, something wasn't right there.
Yeah.
But like intellectually, she is like top notch. She's definitely smarter than he
every
is.
second.
Absolutely.
Never fading, always accessible.
Rumors about
Freaking Harley's like one of those people that just like
All this junk
you might think
data
she's stupid
preserved in an
because of like some of the
unfiltered
things
state,
that she does or
growing at an
something.
alarming rate.
Absolutely not. She's a freaking genius.
She's just really reckless.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, if you ever watched the Harley Quinn show that they came out with, the cartoon,
Oh my gosh, that thing.
she's
I saw a
constantly
couple episodes, but I haven't seen
she
the whole
is
thing.
every so often she has conversations with her former self before Joker, and I'm just like, yo. That's why I made that video where the whole thing about the friend saying that if your husband isn't acting correctly to withhold sex, that's why I put the glasses on, because I was like insinuating that one of her voices is her therapist self,
Although there are people
her
suffering in
doctorate
poverty,
self.
huge donations are to protect endangered species. Everyone grows up being told the same thing.
Be nice.
Yeah, there's this one creator on TikTok that, like, I swear she's like the IRL Harley Quinn, but
It's a lot of talking.
like she looks just like Harley to me, and it's like even when she's not dressed up as Harley, she is Harley. It's kind of weird, but I followed her because of her Harley Quinn cosplays. But I just found out freaking she just had her 18th birthday. I thought she was older than me.
Wow.
I was like, wait a minute.
Was the final
Where are they feeding you children?
Facts.
Hold on, I'm
I
gonna
was just
send
having
you
a
guys her
conversation with my cousin about that. I was having a conversation about that with my cousin the other day. Like, being in our 20s, our 30s, we gotta be careful because some of these kids look our age.
Literally, I'm going to show you her I'm turning 18 soon video. I'm just like, wait, you're turning 18? I mean, she's really talented, like really talented. Like, I literally look up to her for her Harley Quinn, and I'm just like, you're a child, and I'm looking up to you.
And then you mentioned the whole, like, some people dedicate their social medias to a character, so Harley Quinn. I remember when I first posted one of my Harley Quinn videos on my Instagram. There was a woman, I'm assuming woman, not child, who came to my page and liked it, whose page is dedicated to Harley. So that was kind of like, oh, you see me? Okay, that's cool.
Only one who refused to acknowledge the past. All the others remember what they were. Pay for
But she probably makes it a business to like anything that has to do with Harley just to bring attention to her page.
But not even that. Like, if you look at her channel, like her page, like she doesn't even try to look like Harley. Like I'm looking at one of her freaking. She has a Sapphire cosplay. She looks like She looks like Harley Quinn dressed up as Sapphire. Or Starfire, not Sapphire. My bad. But yeah, she looks like freaking. She looks like Harley Quinn dressed up as Starfire. It's confusing.
Replicates of evil beings.
I didn't even click on the video because I don't know how this plus Discord would work. But like the forehead wrinkles, you would think she's a grown woman with forehead wrinkles.
Right. And she's verified on top of that, so like, she's verified and she doesn't have her age in her bio.
You killed my parents.
I claimed you for my own and
But she is insanely freaking talented.
Then again, some of the fifth graders at where I work, they're my height, which doesn't say much because I'm short. But then they're also almost the height of the other teacher that I work with, and she's pretty tall. So I can only imagine when they get bigger. There's just something in the milk or something in the food that they're eating now that's like.
I saw this. Yo, what's his name? Freaking! I just learned today that one dude that's like popular on TikTok. What's his name? Big Mike. He's 21.
What?
Oh yeah, Big Mike.
I was like, what?
I see. I found that out. I found that out about Big Mike because there was
the girl he was talking to.
Yeah, and she was like grown. She's like, oh yeah, he's young or whatever, and people didn't believe it. She's like, no, trust me, he's young. He's young. And that's how I found out about it.
He does not look 20. Then again, he's huge.
Yeah, he's huge.
He looks at least 30 to me.
Yeah. When I first saw him, I swore he was older than me. And then he was like, yeah, no, he's in college. I was like, what, for a doctorate?
And throughout the neural network they formed.
Like, no,
that's true. College. You saying that someone's in college doesn't say much because there's older adults who go back to college.
Yeah,
so.
But in his case, like this is him just starting college kind of thing.
But oh my god, okay, just look at the freaking thumbnail of this. She looks like Harley Quinn dressed up as Joker.
Alright. The final battle.
Oh wait, no, it doesn't show the freaking thing. It only shows her they don't show the actual the actual thumbnail. Just like the first what's it called? The first yeah.
Ah, crap.
It's the final show.
But it's like, even in that screenshot, she does not look 18.
Now I gotta
Actually, technically, she's 17 in that video. It's like, how?
Yeah, there's definitely some guys on TikTok where I'm just like, wait, what? You're under what? Excuse me?
Freaking.
I had to follow a couple of guys for that reason. I'm just like, nope. It's a trap.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm like behind on my life and stuff because of these kids. like, yo, you over here 1 million followers, freaking verified, looking like a whole grown adult that pays taxes in like their child's daycare.
Yeah, here I am in my 30s, my early 30s, and I still look like I'm 21.
Yeah.
Like,
and I'm trying to gather my life together.
Other than the fact that my figure has changed since my early 20s, I still look the same as I did in high school. And even some of my clothes I could kind of still fit.
I look the exact same. Even like when I post glow ups, I specifically post ugly pictures or like specifically younger looking pictures when I post my glow ups. You know what I mean? Because it's like realistically, I don't have a glow up. I just learned how to express myself with my clothes better.
Yeah, but that's so technically a glow up.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but like facial wise and stuff, I look the exact same.
Yes.
Same.
I'm pretty sure. Did you guys see that one video I posted a long time ago? It was like a picture of me when I was like 12, like literally standing next to the picture. Oh, let me see if I can find it because like it literally, I looked the exact same.
Me too. I have a picture on my fridge from when I was in junior high school, even maybe late elementary school, and my face looks exactly the same.
I'm just like, yeah, I'm a vampire.
Oh, speaking
Vampire
of,
gang.
did you see that they're coming out with a new? I think it's on Amazon. No. They're coming out with a new vampire series.
Is it the Dark of Night or something?
Yes.
Yeah, I gotta check that out. That's gonna be
I want to watch it.
I can't find this picture. Sad face.
And it's funny. It's funny because the advertisement for that, Jeremy, popped up right after my video about the newbie vampire screaming over the sun. And then the commercial I saw for it was like, only new vampires are affected by the sun.
Right.
Yeah, I could just look up vampire and
So then they started talking about, he started going back and revisiting that conversation about Blade and, what's her name, that Aaliyah played in
Akasha, yeah. Basically saying that melanin, if you have it, you know, it won't affect you that much.
That melanin is enhanced by the vampire side. See, Twilight would have been a whole different movie if it was us.
No.
They did have one vampire.
Remember, there was a black vampire, and they still make him pale.
No. That's what I'm saying. It was still influenced heavily by that. So he don't count.
He was pale and sparkly.
Right.
Did I delete that video? Probably did. It's like hide the evidence.
And I actually went to the movies to go see that first one. Just to see what the hype, Twilight. Just to see what the hype was about.
I went to the movies for all of them.
Yeah, I've seen the others.
I did too. I did too, only because I made the mistake of reading the books and thought the movies would be better. No. You can't make a good movie off of a book that was kind of trash. Sorry.
I have no
Especially
idea where
if you
this
make Kristen Stewart the star.
is.
I think I was having a conversation about this the other day. Kristen is good in certain movies, only because in my head she's like the female version of Michael Cera. Like how he's very, like how he's awkward in certain movies, but it works. Like Scott Pilgrim, oh my god.
Oh yeah, Scott Pilgrim was the movie meant for him.
So like, I saw Kristen Stewart when she was in Catch That Kid. She was good there. There was a movie, The Panic Room. She was good in that one. And even in the last Charlie's Angels that came out, I liked her in that one.
We did it! Yeah, I didn't see anything past the first Charlie's Angels.
I love Charlie's Angels, so I had to go see the reboot. And then in the reboot, they brought back all the old Charlie's Angels. It's like a cameo.
Nice. I'll check it out. Because I definitely did want to watch it just because.
Yeah, it's like next gen.
And then what interests me is the fact that they made Bosley a woman.
Yes. And then you find out why when you watch the movie.
Okay.
Because she's not the Bosley.
Ah. Okay, I'm ready for this movie then.
And it's not the Angels. It's not the Charlie.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check it out then. I want to see what's going on.
Oh, I have to remember the date that Kingsman comes out. I'm so excited for that. I love Kingsman's movie.
Facts. The first one was definitely better than the second one, but I still enjoyed it.
So the next one that's coming out is The Origins.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
It's gonna be awesome.
I know Eggy's not gonna be in it, but honestly, I love Kingsman.
Even though he was definitely like a treat, I realized that you don't necessarily have to have him in order to have a great Kingsman movie.
Nope. And then speaking of Charlie's Angels, there was a girl on TikTok, a black girl who did the scene with Cameron dancing to I think it was Cameron dancing to Anaconda, maybe? But it was her saying that, like, she's a suburban black girl, so, you know, she kind of has a certain swag about her. But then, you know, she has enough rhythm like Cameron did, or she moved a certain way like Cameron did, and, you know, the crowd eventually warmed up to her.
I can dig it.
Can you dig it?
And we stand in the middle of the street, pondering, what was it all for?
What does it mean?
And then suddenly, people just show up.
No one quite knows who or what they are.
That was a weird movement. The fuck was that? The guy who like passed by with his arms up.
Oh man, ain't no telling with these pedestrians. This is their interpretation of New York. So
It's Snake.
What they call is what you
I think that was the outfit that the guy was wearing, but with camo. That cosplayed as Snake, and everyone was just like, "Where's your box?"
What am I going to leave behind when I'm through?
Dun, dun,
Tell other people about having faith.
Snake.
What we had faith in. What we found important enough to fight for.
Just waiting for him to answer one day.
Right or wrong,
what you want?
but how much faith you were willing to have. That decides.
I know where that is.
The Patriots are a kind of ongoing fiction too. You come to think of it.
I walk past that every time I go to Chinatown.
Don't obsess over words so much.
I usually walk from Chinatown to 14th Street. Come crazy.
You can find your own name and your own future.
Decide for myself?
And whatever you choose will be you.
I was like, all of this shit looked real familiar to you.
Yep.
I know you didn't have much in terms of choices this time.
Unless it's changed in the last couple of years because, you know, New York doesn't stay the same.
Right. This was 2000.
You mean start over?
Two?
Yeah, a clean slate.
That doesn't mean that this footage is from 2002, though.
That's a good point.
Your own legacy.
That is a really good
point.
point.
It's for you to decide. It's up to you.
Because they did have footage from like Y2K in here earlier, so it might have all been shot at the same time.
By the way, what is that?
Yeah, I feel like 42nd definitely looks way different from it when it did back then. Much brighter with much more lights.
So my dog tags.
I don't know.
See the name I put on the dog tags.
Anyone you know?
Rufus.
No, never heard the name before.
That's his true name.
And my own life. I'll find something.
I wanted to do something just weird, so Rufus is just one of those names you just don't really expect to hear.
No, I just want to watch Kim Possible.
Or that.
Some good things too.
I know. We've inherited freedom from all those who fought for it. We all have the freedom to spread the word. Even me.
The fuck?
Snake, what about Olga's child?
This naked mole rat has a theme song.
Count on it.
Yes.
As long as you keep yourself alive.
I love that. I had the whole album way back when.
I am not mad at that at all.
Do you know where Liquid went?
I think I still have it on my my iTunes.
Yeah.
Back when you could copy all your CDs onto iTunes. I'm aging myself. Let me stop.
Cheer up. We have a better lead.
I think we've already done that with this previous conversation.
This contains the list of all the patrons.
I can age myself.
But
I
also
used to use
The one
playlist.com.
we gave you wasn't the real thing.
I remember that. Oh my god.
Wait, what is playlist.com?
Coded to destroy only
Project Playlist.
namely
Literally, you create a playlist, and like it was for people who couldn't afford iTunes.
Oh
and you could put it, and in Project Playlist, you could put it onto your Bebo and MySpace and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh.
So basically, when you go into your MySpace, music started playing right away.
Yeah.
Yo, so there, I don't know if you guys know about this, but before Bruno Mars was like famous, he was with this group and they did a MySpace theme song, and it parodied. Was that Silk? No, who was that did that? Just tonight, baby, I wanna get freaky with you. They actually parodied that and singing about MySpace.
Song about MySpace.
I'm gonna find that song and I'm gonna make a TikTok, and it's gonna be like a whole like 90s R&B video, but it's gonna be about
That would be
MySpace.
interesting.
I'm gonna even have like a cameo from Tom.
I used to use AIM.
AIM, yes.
Oh, I know about AIM.
Yes. I still technically have access to my first ever email that I use AIM on.
Same here.
Oh my goodness.
I don't use it anymore because it's highly unprofessional.
Who am I really?
Yeah, it's the same as my Yahoo. That's how I was able to remember it.
But we're going to find out together, aren't we?
Oh,
Freaking.
I just literally used the same screen name.
yeah.
What else did I used to use that would like age me if I told a Gen Z person today?
I could throw two out there. You said
I used
what?
to use Uvu.
Oh man, Uvu. So I started on Skype, and then I transitioned over to Uvu because I thought it was better. And then after that, they started making Skype for business.
Yeah.
Yeah, Uvu was ahead of its time.
It really was.
Do you remember this place?
I still remember the original song for Toledo and Barnes.
I remember now.
Like the original phone number.
Today is the day I met you.
What was the phone number?
That's it.
It was, what was the ring again? It was Selena and Barnes, injury attorney, 161 2020. Or 8 to 1?
No one ever.
Oh, I don't know that one.
Wait, huh? I don't know what that is, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
Well, you wouldn't know now because Seleno's dead. No, Barnes dead? One of them.
Wow. Yeah, well, that would definitely affect it.
He said all living
And now
things
their phone number is like 77777, something like that.
Are you talking
when
about
I
888.
when I would get my music, that's why I didn't know about this project playlist, because I was getting all my music off of BearShare and then LimeWire.
I use those too.
LimeWire, oh no!
I use those too.
I didn't use Napster.
Our culture.
I didn't trust Napster, but I did use BearShare and LimeWire.
Yeah, same.
Joy. We'll tell them everything together.
Is that a proposal?
Whoever the powers that
And then
be
my
came
mom,
after Napster.
my mom would be like, "Yo, can you get some music on my phone? How do you do that?" And I'm just like, "Okay." Download the illegal music.
And burning CDs to sell.
Yes.
I used to burn
Nowadays,
CDs
we
for
don't even know
people's
what
birthday.
CDs are.
Like I remember my niece's birthday. She's only 2 years younger than me. So like growing up, it wasn't like a niece and like auntie relationship. It was more like a, I guess, sister relationship. Freaking I made a CD for her. It was like a
I used
disc
to burn
of
CDs
her
and give it to
life.
people.
It was like literally like a slideshow of her life. Like starting out from her when she was a baby to like when she was how old? I don't even. She was like 10. And so like all the way up to when she was 10, it was like her favorite song in the background. Everything was all synced up. Yo, I was making TikToks before TikToks were making TikToks.
I remember making like a mixtape CD for my crush in high school.
Oh, I did that. I made a mixtape. I made a mixtape when mixtapes were mixtapes.
Facts.
And then it was mixed CDs. I definitely was like, oh, these are the songs that make me think about you. I had and I ain't had the courage to say none of this, so I put it on a little note and attached it to the CD. It was like,
There was
these
a
are the songs that
person-
make me think about you.
There was a person on TikTok that like he left me a comment and they were like, every time I see you, I think of this song. And they sent me the song. I don't remember what the song was, but like it kind of creeped me out and I didn't know how to respond.
Was it at least romantic, or was it just like a weird song?
I'm pretty sure it was a romantic song, but like I'm pretty sure it was like a song for like the person's significant other. And I'm just like, I don't know you.
Speaking of that, I got someone who hit me up about being their sugar baby the other day.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yep.
They out here.
What's Sri Lanka looking like?
They out here.
Never. I told you about this already.
Oh.
The question is, what did you say?
Right.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I've never seen this person in my life. I never talked to this person. Literally, their first mention is, "Hey, I'm looking for a loyal sugar baby. This is your allowance will be $40,000." hair paint wax to
Mm-hmm.
paint color.
Mm-hmm.
And one, I feel like it takes a lot of it, especially since it's wax, to
What
get the
brand
hair
did you
color.
get?
Passing on your genes.
Hair paint wax. That's the name of the brand.
Behind much
Oh.
more than just DNA.
And because it's a wax, it takes a lot to like get the color onto my hair, which is why I'm worried that it might not come out right.
Felt.
Note to self: don't get that brand.
I mean, it's good for if you're doing wash and goes because like since it is a wax, if your hair is wet and you put it in your
I
hair.
mean, but there's a lot of waxes that like there's this one wax I know that's really popular. I just can't think of the name of it.
And let our children read our
That might be one of them.
sad history by its light.
But one that I used before that I actually have like a little keychain for them on my keys is crown paint wax. And they have so many colors. Oh my god.
May rule over this planet.
I have to check out their website. It's been a while. But I might go like I might go back to using their stuff. I feel like the pigment is way better.
The future and keeping the past alive are one and the same thing.
Someone's having a party and I can hear their music and I'm just dancing in my bed. It's the Statue of Liberty.
Now I'm gonna fight your cousin.
Huh?
I'm gonna fight your cousin.
Text me.
Snake, you there? It's me. I've finished going over that disc.
Did you find the Patriots list?
Of course. It contains the personal data of
I don't know what to post today. I'm pretty sure my hair's not gonna be dry in time for me to post something on TikTok today.
Around here.
I don't know.
Anyway, where are they?
Well, we were right about them being on Manhattan, but
what?
They're already dead. All 12 of them.
Congratulations. At least you got that much.
Girl, I swear I was gonna go in mute mode. Oh my god.
I'm still waiting to see what happens on my end.
With that zodiac sign, girl, that's gonna take forever.
So yes, the 12.
No, you missed your sign, Poppy.
The 12 patriots that we were just dealing with. They're all dead.
A lot better.
And they died 100 years ago.
Well done.
So it was an AI.
Yeah, I got it. I
I
got enough traffic coming from the car. I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you.
Yep.
What happened? I was paying attention.
I know. I noticed.
Game name Elephant.
So there used to be a thing where you would take that, you would go online, type all of this information in, and they would basically take your stats and compare them to other players.
Or like a leaderboard type thing?
Yes, that was how they did leaderboards before leaderboards were as streamlined as they are now.
Facts.
So yeah, the Patriots that have been manipulating this entire thing are already dead, and the AI is basically self-sufficient.
Damn, that was loud. Jesus Christ.
And it's also
that's computers for you. Like I keep looking at this dress, debating if I want it.
The red one?
Yeah. Because it does scream Jessica Rabbit, but then it's like.
Well, I vote yes, but I know that doesn't count for much.
I mean, if anything, Chandel can make the slit higher for you to where you want it, and then you can just have it more flowing in the back with your heels.
I mean, estimate delivery for standard is the 24th, so that does give me time.
And when are you doing this?
I need it for my birthday.
Right. I don't know when that is.
The first week of November.
Gotcha. I'll make a note of it.
So from Halloween to the end of that week.
here it is. See, this is what I was talking about. So you have to go into Snake Eater to actually find the previous two Metal Gear games.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if the gingerbread I'm drinking today is much spicier than it's been. But like it went up my nose. Like I don't know if you've ever like had soda, the bubbles go up your nose. That, but worse because it's ginger.
Oh gosh.
So not as bad as wasabi.
Oh yeah. Me and Wasabi don't get along.
Oh, I love wasabi.
I've tried, and it's not for me.
Oh, that one's pretty too.
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
And Eddie, me and Shondell don't talk like that, so that would have to be through you type thing.
Okay, gotcha. I shall ask her.
Let me send you the corset that I sent to Cuddle.
So now
I posted my baby picture to TikTok in comparison to my picture now. I wonder how many people think I'm mixed now. Because I came out light skinned. So like,
yeah, no. If I show you my baby picture, I look like people say I look Asian.
yeah, same. I was white. Like my skin is white. Like pale AF. No melanin.
But that's just how we work.
So Cuddle.
This
This is the girl you were talking about. Okay. Yeah, she don't look 18.
Yeah, freaking. You got my DM.
You mean she don't look 17?
Oh, this looks cute.
That too.
Sorry, I'm gonna shut up.
Well, yeah, she just turned 18, but like.
Yeah, she definitely.
In that.
Approaching release point.
She even has like a tattoo and stuff. Like you would think.
No, because
like there's nothing about her that like. There's nothing about her that like screams minor, and I'm just like, you look older than me. I'm confused.
All you need is permission from your parents.
She looks like she has more money than me.
She probably does.
Possibly.
And like, she just looks. She looks like she has like her life together. Type. Like she looks like she's on runways and stuff.
Well, here's the thing: is like you kind of have more. Okay, if you grow up in a household that doesn't have to worry about money, then you can kind of branch out. The sky's the limit. But
yeah.
You enter into rooms that we have to kind of strive to enter into.
I want to be in the room where it happened.
Yeah, you just kind of enter into the room because of who your parents
like, she just looks like a celebrity. Like, even if she didn't have her verified check for some, like, it's something about her that just looks like someone that would be someone.
Mm-hmm.
Probably on our way to that.
Have you bought shoes from them before?
From Shein?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've gotten, like, 3 pairs of shoes from Shein.
Do you like the quality of their stuff?
Yes, but I will say pay attention to the reviews.
Always.
One thing about
I do it with
Shein,
Amazon.
One thing about Shein is they have the most accurate reviews because they don't delete their reviews like some websites do.
There was literally a time where I went through Amazon reviews for certain products, and the people who they paid to put them there nearly copied and pasted the same comment over and over and over again.
That's hilarious.
They didn't even bother to change their name, nothing. I was just like, wow, you're stupid.
Jack, I've got some important news.
Oh, this is cute!
Green light for the virtuous mission.
I have no idea who I would dress as with this, but it's
The
cute.
future of our Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially organized into a unit.
Virtuous mission.
I mean, honestly, I feel like for my birthday, since it might be cold, I'm probably just gonna wear my combat boots under the dress.
So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
I mean,
Like,
you
let's
could
not
always
play
find some
myself
like
at the
thigh
end of the
highs.
Let's not play myself. At the end of the day, I'm a tomboy.
Some thigh highs with no heels. That'd be
Well,
cute.
I have my combat boots have a heel. I have 2 different level combat boots, and one's higher than the other.
One of the Soviets' top secret weapon research facilities.
I have
And the East's foremost expert
regular combat boots.
I love my combats. Oh my god.
The very same.
You're calling my ass kicking boots.
On April 12th, 1961, the Soviets achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
The Earth was blue.
And I feel like most of the audios I'm going to use for her is just going to be
I
like.
feel like most of
singing.
most of the stuff that I wear is from Shein. Like the stuff that I actually wear.
Most responsible for the multi-engine cluster used in that rocket. After Gagarin's flight, Sokolov left rocket development to become the head of the newly established design bureau.
From a lowly technician to head of a design bureau, that's quite a success story. So why do you want to defect?
It seems he'd become afraid of his own creations.
Afraid?
Call it a crisis of conscience.
I also they have the freaking have you seen Kakigurui? Have you watched? Hold on, 1 second.
Get the family out first and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who conducted the operation.
The security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then. Then what?
We got Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted.
I'm sorry, did they make all the Dragon Ball Z characters with keyblades?
2 weeks and more than
Yes.
600 miles to get from the research.
That's what he does that a lot. He does pretty much any character that you request. He'll give him a keyblade. But he'll theme.
Okay, I'm back.
That's actually kind of dope.
He'll theme the keyblade around the type of character that he's doing it for.
October the 16th, 1960.
That's actually kind of dope.
President Kennedy received word that the Soviets were in the process of deploying intermediate
What were we talking about?
missiles in Cuba.
I forgot what we were talking about.
A series of pictures where an artist,
Uh-huh.
made the Ball Z characters with keyblades.
Oh.
But the Soviets didn't back down, instead placing their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued.
Bruh, I swear, I can make the easiest cosplays on Shein for like no money.
Frantic negotiations were conducted through the UN's Emergency Security Council.
I'm just like seeing. I'm like, this shirt reminds me of Shaggy.
Do they have boys' clothes?
They
Yes.
do, but they just like. I feel like they just started putting more guy stuff on the website. You know what I mean? I feel like before it was kind of like, not as much, I guess, compared to the girls. But like, I feel like now they have like a bigger selection for guys. So it is worth looking.
Say less. I heard good-looking clothes are cheap. That's all I need to know.
Yeah, the demand probably increased, so they were like, "We gotta do this."
Yeah.
I mean, even Savage X Fenty has stuff for guys.
Freaking Fashion Nova started a guy line. Even though Fashion Nova guys stuff is expensive.
Fashion Nova is really branching out.
I've never bought anything from them.
I have.
I just know people who model for them.
You know people who model for them? I want to model for Fashion Nova.
Well, the curves.
Mhm.
So like the BBW.
President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev.
Facts.
My girl's BBW.
The next day, I got
Looking at some of these sites, I'm just like, these body types are so.
Yeah, so Fashion Nova curves is
I don't even necessarily want to be like a website model. I want to be like an influencer model, like the people that like get paid to just wear their clothes and like TikToks and stuff.
I mean, I've had a couple of people hit me up on my private Instagram page asking like, "Oh, hit up this site. We're looking for, not models, but like, I guess people to wear their stuff, kind of advertise it." But I never know if they're real, especially since it's my private account. How do you know what I look like? How do you know I fit your aesthetic?
If you don't have if you don't have like a lot of pictures that fit their like whole situation that they have on their channel, it's more than likely a scam. They're probably trying to get you to do something else.
That's what I'm saying. So if my page is private, how do you know?
Yeah, if your page is private, absolutely not.
So always ignore them.
According to our intelligence, he's in Selino Yask.
Freaking.
Mountains about 3 miles to the west that's known as the Virgin Cliffs.
I feel like I've only had like maybe like 2 people like be serious of like actually like sending me stuff to wear, or 2 companies or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
This mission would never have been possible if he was still in the research
But
facility.
I feel like I also just need to like branch out more and like talk to companies or like interact with companies and brands so they know who I am.
I mean, I have a friend who's an ambassador for like a couple of companies, and his fashion sense is like, oh, sir, please. So I would like have to talk to him about like how he got to where he was, basically, where he is.
Freaking, I know someone who owns I know someone who knows someone that follows me that owns a soap company. That sounds so weird, but like, yeah. And they're like, you should hit her up and ask her to freaking, to push some of your stuff for some monies and whatnot and sponsor a video or 2 or whatever. And I'm just like, I would definitely do that. I feel like that would also be like one brand. I feel like I could just be like, I know all you stinky nerdy people are trying to go to like this con, use soap. And like I could just make it funny, you know what I mean? Because like
No,
how there's like
you're saying
a
that's funny, but like the con that I worked during the summer, we talked about that as an action plan about handing out a kit for people with soap or deodorant, just like, yeah, no, wear this.
yeah, and I was like, I could have like my own little collection of soap, like gamer soap.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And I bet you people would buy it too, just because. I would do it. I would buy some gamer soap.
And even the brand that I have in my hair right now, the hair
Or
paint
some
wax.
nerdy soap.
They have on their website, they have something about like Instagram or content creators that like if you have a influential following, which what the hell does that mean? You could sign up for their program and I guess they'll send you stuff or like post your stuff, your pictures and whatnot.
I want to work with more companies. I just want to know who I'm working with.
Yeah, I have a friend that was getting into the model industry and she had a couple of creeps, so she kind of stopped.
I had a creepy person almost stop me from making TikTok.
Oh my.
But like, I'm still making TikToks. But like, that person, they kept messaging me. Like, I would not want to interact with them. I would block them. They would just find me on some other social media and message me. They left me a message telling me that they missed me. And they missed my voice. Mind you, I rarely talk on my TikTok.
You don't.
So, why do you miss my voice? Like, maybe my streams? But like, the way you said that it sends chills. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're kind of coming off as a creep.
And they're like, I just want to be your friend. And I was like, I don't want to be your friend.
You creep me out.
Yeah, I think that it's this odd place where, especially for the socially awkward, I think it's just this odd place that where they tend to project, because in their mind you're like this amazing dope person that they're drawn to, that they feel like they know because they watch your stuff, and then it's like they don't realize on the other side of that coin, I don't know you. Like we haven't had any conversations. We haven't had any direct interactions. I don't know you. So
from here on out,
the way that you feel about me and
Your code name for
admiring
this
me or
mission will
whatever the
be
case may
Naked
be, I
Snake.
can't feel that
I'll
about
be
you,
referring
and
to you
people
as
tend to
Snake from
forget
now
that
on. You're not to
Mhm.
mention your real name.
because all they see is their side of it,
don't like
where
snakes?
they've looked,
What do you
they've been
mean?
watching you, they've been
You've
listening
eaten
to
one
you,
before,
they've
haven't
been,
In
you know,
survival
all of
training.
that.
Yeah.
Glad to hear that.
And that's the
Well,
thing
I've
when it
had it
comes to like being friends with people on
Be
certain
careful, you might
platforms.
not have a choice.
Because
What about you,
like
Major?
Jeremy, when you was
What
talking
should I
about that
call
one
you?
person was like, oh,
Let's see.
you know, I
I'll
follow
be
you and we talk, but you won't
Tom.
be my
Call me
friend
Major
on
Tom.
TikTok, or you won't follow me
This will be
back.
a
That's
sneaking
giving
mission.
access to the
You must
person,
not
depending on
be
your
seen by
settings,
the enemy.
to message
Leave
you.
no trace of
And
your
you don't want to give all those people
Sound
that type of
clear?
access.
This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's speciality. In
Freaking,
other
Especially
like I
words,
now
said,
that
weapons
they've
and
dude.
like
equipment to
cracked
procure on
down on
site.
it, because
That
like
goes for food as well.
I think
You're
I got a
completely naked,
notification said
just as your
TikTok
name
said,
implies.
because he used to limit
Great.
it like 3
Now I see why
messages
you
if
asked
you're
me if
not
I liked
friends.
Snake.
Now I got
I
a
suppose
notification
calling me
saying you
Snake
can't
was your
message people
idea
at
of a joke,
all
too.
unless you're friends.
No, there's a good reason for that. I'll tell you
Yeah,
later.
literally,
Time is running.
freaking the dude that I was
Gotcha.
talking about.
Getting back to the
First,
subject.
I
How
kicked him out my
exactly am I
Discord.
supposed to feed myself?
If you
Then
finish
he
it, a
messaged
knife
me
and
on
a few
Twitter.
will
I
open.
blocked him on
Use
Twitter,
them
told
to
him I
hunt
didn't
for
want to be his
food.
friend or whatever.
You'll also find some
Then he
medical
joined
supplies in
back
your
my
backpack.
Discord on a different account or whatever.
Yeah, about the
Or same, it
backpack.
might have been the same
I
account,
lost
but
a
like I don't
tree
think
on the way
I
down.
banned him. That time I banned him. Next time he
I
messages me
see.
on
Well,
TikTok, I block
better
him
go
on
back and get
TikTok.
it then.
Then he messages
You know
my
where it is?
my second
No
account
problem. I can see
on
from
TikTok.
here.
I block him
It's
there.
stuck on a
Then he
branch.
messages my Instagram and I block him there. Mind you, this is over a course of like 6
Climb the
months.
tree.
Wow.
This is
Stand
not
at the
even
top
like
of the tree that's
right
covered in
after.
ivy
No,
and
he's
press
like
the action button.
6 months straight, just like trying to
Monitor
Yeah.
your
contact me.
progress over the radio.
That's why I'm not trying
Can't
to get
risk
to that level of
violating
fame.
Soviet airspace
And
without
I'm
being
just
guided.
You know
like,
what that made me think
dude,
of?
leave me
Frequency
alone. I don't need to spend this long.
140.85.
You know what
I'll
that made
give
me
you a
think
call
of?
if I need
I
to
don't.
talk.
Have y'all seen the Players Club?
If you
I know
need
it's
to
a pretty
talk to
old
me,
movie.
use the send function.
It's probably been a
Okay,
minute.
Snake.
I'm pretty
Go
sure I've
get your
seen it, but I
backpack.
don't remember it.
That was like Lisa Ray's first movie, and basically every time she was at the club, she would like do like private dances for this real nerdy dude, and
Hmm.
he was kind of like socially awkward or whatever, but she would always do private dances for him or whatever, and she just being nice. One
Hmm.
night she's going home from leaving the club. Come to find out, he followed her home.
Yep.
And he's like, "Can I just come in for a minute?" She's like, "No. Why? How did you find my house? Like, I need you to leave." And he was like, he got to the point where he just became like mad aggressive, like trying to bust in the door, like, "I'll give you all this money. I spent a whole bunch of money on you." And so it's like this is kind of that thing where it's like he's seeing it from his perspective, like, I spent all this money on you, you owe me. But to her,
Hmm.
it was just the job.
Yeah.
Not even just that. There was a video that I saw the other day where this woman had some movers help her move into her new place, and then all of a sudden she started receiving messages from one of the movers coming on real strong and reminding her that, I know where you live. So if you don't answer me, because she never answered any of his messages, if you don't answer me, I'm just gonna
I
come to your
saw
house.
that video.
That's crazy. Yeah,
I
that's
saw
why
that video. That's a scary video.
that's why they have company
Yes.
policies against that, like that we're not allowed to. People, of course, break that, but you're not allowed to actually, get your client's information.
He was just like, "You knew what I wanted when I asked you for your number." Like, no, she didn't. You work for her.
Mhm. And it's that, and it's also the fact that one day my mom ordered a package via FedEx,
Hmm.
and somehow I guess he
I
had a
see you've
mutual friend or
retrieved your
something.
backpack, Snake.
Somehow the guy from FedEx found my Facebook page
To
and
equip a
hit me
weapon,
up
it's necessary to take
Wow.
it out of
What?
your backpack. In the survival viewer, choose
about like
Weapons
finding me
from the
attractive and
backpack.
all this other stuff. I'm just like,
Your
what the?
available weapons
How?
will be
How did he
What?
displayed in a
find your
window in the
Facebook
upper left.
page?
I
From
guess he
that,
looked
you
up my
can choose
name,
a
or he
weapon
had a
you wish
mutual
to
friend or
equip and
something.
press the enter button.
But like,
For other equipped items, just do the same.
see, no, I feel like you know where I live at that
Use the
point.
survival viewer on the
Mm,
Yeah,
backpack.
like,
Yep,
how
that's
did
right.
okay? How did you know he was the
Survival is
FedEx
fundamental to
person?
this mission.
because he
Like,
said
did
it in the
they
After
tech
you've
in the
been out in the
message.
see?
field for
That's
a
another
while, your
thing.
stamina
If
will
you
slowly
are gonna go
decline.
that route,
If your stamina gets too
don't
low,
open
it'll
the
affect your
statement up with
performance.
like, "Hey, I know
Not
where
able
you
to shoot
live."
accurately, for example, and your
Like,
wounds won't
that's
heal as
basically how
smoothly.
I would read that.
Keep an eye on your
Hey, I know
stamina
where
for
you
just
live, and
now.
I thought you were
Yeah,
cute.
it's like,
Recover
hey,
half
I
your
was the guy
stamina,
that
you can
delivered your
hunt for
package today. I'm
local
just like, the
flora
fuck?
and fauna. You can use either your tranquilizer
Because
I don't
gun
know.
or
they
knife
consider
to
that an icebreaker.
My only weapon is a
Instead
No.
of just a complete and it's like the fact that
That's
y'all said
right.
that at the same
It's been
time. It's like
fitted with its own
this is
suppressor.
I get it, but
However, the suppressor will deteriorate
from
every
that
time you
perspective,
fire.
it's like, oh, this is an
Once its
icebreaker.
durability reaches 0, the noise
So
suppression
it
effect
kind
will
of
be
gives
gone.
me a way in because
So don't
that
get too
cold
trigger happy
introduction
with
is
it.
so much harder.
The
So
suppressor's
here is
durability
our
is shown in the
introduction.
icon.
I
Any
did.
weapons
You
that
should
affect
have.
you beyond what you're
You should have
carrying
left
now,
it at,
you'll
hey.
find as you go.
Should have, but the question,
I
but
saw you on social media or something, and I think I also saw you
Solo
like
covert
earlier
action is a
today or
standard
something,
Fox
and
operating
I just thought it
this
was a cocoincidence
is
that
but
like I should message you or something.
but
I
be
don't freaking
honest.
know.
But be honest, is that really gonna make you
sweat or
feel any
bodily
better?
waste. The same goes
Yeah,
for bullets and
actually.
cartridges,
Really?
If you tell
Your
me
For you,
bullets in
maybe.
that
ammunition
it
For
was
me,
like a
no. I usually don't answer
coincidence,
strangers.
International conventions
or
for
like
warfare. There aren't supposed to be
I
any
don't
American
know,
soldiers
it's
in
the way
Russia.
you say it.
It
I
Yeah.
talks
feel
about
like
I think
I feel
no
like
matter
if you
what,
straight up just been like,
Don't let
"Hey, I saw
anyone
you at
insult
your
you.
house
You can't
today,"
let the
I'd
enemy
be
know you're there.
scared.
This is
Yeah,
a
that's like
sign
All I'm
red
hearing
flag.
is
for
people
a
need to
ghost
be
snake
maced.
in every sense of the word.
Mm-hmm.
I
There'll
think
be
no matter
no
what,
rescue
it's
if you're
still gonna
captured.
come off a
The
certain way.
military and U.S. will
Yeah.
deny any involvement in the affair.
I mean, obviously, there's ways that it's not as creepy.
I'm afraid so.
For
Yeah,
example,
especially
going
if you
back to
just
being
like don't put it at the first sentence.
SIS
yeah. For example, going back to being the whole moderator. First of all, if you're my female friend and a guy's bothering you, if we're in person together, I'm one of those girls that be like, "Oh no, this is my girl," and I
Yeah.
will go as far as to kissing the person, so the other person will go the fuck away. But
I've seen
when I
those.
was in Ashley's live the other day, a lot of guys were like trying to hit on her. So they started doing, some of them were very like obvious about it, kept asking like her age and stuff like that. Whereas other guys, they started using pickup lines. And then I was like, oh, okay, so we're having a pickup line contest now. And there was definitely some, like, there's one guy who kept doing pretty like entertaining, good pickup lines until he
I
got to
love
the end where he made a sexual one. And
Oh,
that's when
I'm
it was
about to say I
like,
love
okay.
those. Like when you guys go back and forth with like stupid pickup lines.
Yeah. So, but because he actually was in the chat for a while and, had some actually good pickup lines, when it came to the one with the innuendo, it wasn't as creepy.
Mhm.
Compared to the ones who came out straight out the gate with the innuendo. It's like, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Like, you gotta build a relationship. Like, even if that
Yeah.
relationship is a short relationship, like, you gotta set the vibe first. Because, like, I feel like in that situation, it's very clear that he was joking because his other pickup lines were funny.
Yeah.
You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
I don't think they know how to do
Like,
that because like I see it all the time, and it was actually one of the people who was supposed to be here in this chat today. She gets it all the time. Every time she go live, they will just yell stuff at her. Turn around, stand up. Like, stop making demands. She's not a piece of meat. Like, if you want to have a conversation,
Whenever you want
have a
to save,
conversation.
send a message over the
But
reserved
it's
save
like
frequency.
they don't really
140.96.
have any type of boundaries or anything.
Yeah.
When they do it.
At that point, they don't see you as a person, they see you as an entertainer.
Hmm.
yeah.
Good to know.
And I think it's
There's
just the
one more
safety
person I want
behind
to
the fact
introduce you
that
to,
you don't really know me, and there are no
Speaking
real
of snakes,
consequences for the
you
things I
remember
say.
the boss,
My
don't you?
comment's gonna
I
get
remember
lost in the
one
mix.
time
Soldier and your
there was a
mentor.
stream I did on
Actually, it was the boss
TikTok,
that
and
got the
like I was
GCR's
wearing
authorization in the
a
first place.
shirt that was like
She's going to be
it was
serving
like
as
a
Fox's
square
mission
neck
advisor.
top. So like I had
She also
cleavage
helped me plan this mission.
and
She
like
and
but I
I
had
worked
my
better
sweater
together.
over it at first.
Mhm.
And this is a long time ago. It's like back in like December. But like I had my sweater on over it. And then I took off my sweater and then like the chat went crazy. And like they started like overly sexualizing me basically.
Yeah, sounds
And
Mhm.
like it freaking creeped me out so much and like freaked me out so much. After stream I just cried.
all about you.
I was like, I don't know why I'm crying, but like I'm crying.
Because you don't feel like a person anymore.
Yeah.
Disappear on me all
And
of a
like,
sudden.
yeah, no. Because even with Ashley, there was one person who like was like, oh, let's see your outfit. Obviously, because she was wearing kind of like a bodysuit. So obviously there was things that they wanted to see.
Mhm.
And then after she did the outfit check, because she was covered, even though it was fitting.
Mhm.
Then they're like, oh, twerk for us. She's like,
How to
no.
think like a soldier?
No.
And they
I can
kept
teach
doing
you
it,
that.
and me being the moderator, I was like,
A soldier needs to be strong in
mute.
spirit, body, and
Right.
technique. And the
People
only
are
thing
so
you can learn
annoying.
from someone else is
Especially
technique.
when they do stuff like that
In
on
fact,
Twitch, because it's
technique
like that's
doesn't
against
mean much.
TOS
What's most
on
important is
Twitch.
spirit. Spirit and body are like two sides of a single
I've had
coin.
many
They're
friends
the
get
same
banned
thing.
for starting to
I
dance
can't teach you how to think. You'll just
on
have to
Twitch.
figure it out for yourself.
Really?
Listen to me, Jack.
Yeah, because they started
Just
moving their
because
booties.
soldiers are on the
Even if it
same
was like
side
in
of war
celebration of
doesn't
something,
mean
they
they
still got in
always will
trouble.
be.
I mean,
Having
folks on
personal
TikTok
That's
then
feelings
got
for
banned
so.
for that too.
comrades is one of the worst sins you can
But
commit.
that's stupid because, like, I have
There's
a friend
there's
who.
literally there's that one girl on TikTok that her whole account is twerking.
Who?
Yes,
I
because
forget her name.
it's
It's something
all
the
in.
dancer.
You
But
know how it works, though.
Yeah,
It had
exactly.
nothing to do with you. I
Um,
already told you, Jack.
but no, in terms
I
of
was on a
dancing,
top
like,
secret mission.
I have a friend who's
soldier has
on
to follow
Twitch,
whatever
and
orders
his
he's given.
page
It's
is
not his
dedicated
place
to
to question
dancing.
why. But you're looking for a
yeah, but I
So I
mean
guess
like
it's more so
You are a
context.
natural born fighter.
specifically moving
But
your
you're not
butt.
quite a soldier.
Cause like I said,
It's
I've
attaching. You
had
gotta move
different
it.
friends. Yeah, I've had different friends get banned for it, like for different reasons or different situations. Like I remember one of my friends said that like she she was trying to celebrate something in the game, and she literally just leaned forward and started like twerking, but like not actual like twerking. It was just like a celebration type twerk. It wasn't like a getting into it type twerk.
And then it was leaning forward, so it's like you're seeing anything.
Yeah, she was just like leaning forward in her chair, like she's leaned back and was like, "Hey," like you know what I mean? Like it wasn't anything that was like
Wow.
super sexual or anything like that. It was like literally a celebratory dance, and she got banned for that.
I feel like it's one of those things where, yes, they're trying to protect a certain group of audience, but instead of banning people for things that might be sexualized, why not just put, like, people have been asking for an age filter on TikTok forever.
Honestly, I feel like an age filter would be the simplest thing to do with the algorithm.
People's values change
Because
over time,
realistically,
and
like if you're able to block sensitive
so there's no
content,
such thing as an enemy
you're
who
able
Yes.
to block over 18 content because we all put our
Yes.
ages in the app anyway.
constantly changing with
And
the
that's my point. It would be
times.
so easy to filter out the
As long as
age
we have
range,
loyalty
Mm-hmm.
or
to
let someone select
there's
the
no
age range
point
that
in
they wouldn't be
believing in
exposed to.
anything,
Radu,
even in those we love.
There should just be like a switch.
it's a group here,
The only
sir
thing we can believe
or
in
ma'am.
with absolute certainty is the mission, Jack.
Hello.
What is it?
Are you a boy or a girl?
Oh, right. Your code name is Snake.
All the above.
It suits you.
Right, exactly.
That's right.
Yes.
Oh, because
Yes.
Jeremy, your picture's not showing anymore.
Was a snake.
Yeah, I know.
The Cobra
And
unit.
and
Group
it,
of heroes
he
that
heard
brought
you
the war to
talking,
an end
so
and saved the world.
Yeah.
As long as you've got a legendary hero backing you up, you'll
But
be fine. Isn't that
your
right, Snake?
stream icon thing
No,
is
he's
like
not
a
showing
whole
his
bald
picture.
man.
True.
I mean, but people don't look at that area. They
They
don't even
don't.
look at the title or nothing.
They don't.
I'm
I'd be
looking
like,
for a
did you guys
Y2K
read the
circle.
title of the
That sounds
stream? They'd
like
be
a
like,
personal
no.
problem, my guy.
After all, who knows if either
You're
of us
probably
will
in the
make it
wrong
out
place
alive.
then, because you
Snake,
won't find that
you were
here.
always best at urban warfare and infiltrating buildings, but this is the jungle.
Did you try Tinder?
Survival is going to
Dang,
be
people
key.
have what's called it.
Those
Or
CQC
Bumble
techniques I
something?
taught you are sure to come in
I
handy.
don't know. Plenty of fish.
Close quarters combat, huh?
eHarmony.
Ooh. There's Facebook dating now too.
He said, "Isn't
Facebook dating?
he
Honestly,
said, isn't this
Oh
Tinder?"
yeah, I've heard of that actually.
Nah, my guy.
I actually tried that. The
I'll be
Facebook dating
supporting you
thing.
over
It's
the
trash.
radio.
Where are you, boss? Next
I
to
tried
Major.
Hinge.
The boss is
I feel like I'm
I
not an
remember
online
I
dating
read
person.
my cousin's messages in the
I feel
Facebook
like
dating thing.
My
I feel like
frequency
you
is
just you just
141.80.
I don't know.
Call me
You
if you
feel
need
like
my
you're just
advice
kind of
on
looking for
battle
attention at this point
techniques.
because isn't this Tinder? Like
Your
no,
mission
you
is
know
to
it's not Tinder.
retrieve
It's
Dr.
obviously
Sokolov.
Switch, but it's like
Dr. Sokolov is being held in an abandoned factory located to the north of your current position.
It's funny
just
considering the conversation we were just having.
right, but it's strange that they came here.
This is
I
a
was just like,
stealth mission.
I'm sorry, I'm not even mad. It's just like, yo, you came here, camarade.
Try to remember some of the basics.
I guess you were trying to say comrade. Might want to spell check, but they came here and they were like, hey, I'm here, as if I knew who that was. Like they started with "What's up, girl?" Are you a boy or a girl? I'm looking for a wife who can cook. My last one couldn't cook shit. Like, I'm sorry that none of this is how you shoot your shot to find a wife.
Yeah, at first with the "What's up, girl," I was
If
going to
you
say,
say I'm
okay,
looking for
so
a girl that can cook, I automatically think you're looking for a maid, not a significant other.
facts.
Facts.
But no, when when the message came in, "What's up, girl?" I was thinking like, oh, so whose TikTok did this person come from?
Thank you. Why you bully me? Okay, so I'm gonna need you to go look up the definition of bullying. Cause wow.
I think
So
we're just
what were we
having a
talking about again?
conversation.
What were we talking about again?
Um,
I forgot what we were talking about.
The toxicity of social media.
Um.
All right.
Oh yeah, we were talking about like the guidelines and stuff like that, and how it should be, at least in terms of content creators, or
You're done here.
even just content creators, or even just like what you're looking for. Because again, what we're talking about how this generation looks older than they are,
Yeah, definitely.
which by definition makes our generation younger than we are. There should definitely be a way with certain apps to kind of like filter out what content you see. Even with YouTube, like there are restrictions on like how much times you curse and stuff like that. But if my content is not for children, why should I have to censor myself? Because a child might end up seeing it. If my video game is not for children, why should I have to cater it to children playing it instead of, parents looking at the rating and saying, yeah, no, I don't want my child playing this.
That part.
Because we let the internet parent our children. So it's now the website's responsibility to protect our kids from harmful content. I told
Yeah.
Eddie about news report. I thought it was the funniest thing that came out, and I'm gonna go ahead and tell you it was Fox News. Big surprise.
Mm.
But it was a news report when Mass Effect first dropped, and literally they were going in because they said it was a sex game. They said the goal of the game is to see how many different aliens and people that you can have sex with in the game. And there's even a
What?
part where you can basically like control the interactions and like you push a button to make them do this or make them do that. It's like, have you even seen anything from Mass Effect? Because none of this is true.
The mechanics of Mass Effect is really cool. How like what you do in one game kind of transfers over to the next one.
Mm-hmm. But it's literally like the last part of the game right before the final battle. Whoever you've built a relationship with, they will, consummate said
Mm.
relationship.
Snake,
But
your presence in Soviet territory is already
they don't
a
even show
violation of
everything. It's like
international law.
literally a short
Can't
sequence.
let the
It's not
Kremlin
even a
find out
full
that the CIA
minute,
and the American government are involved.
just
Yeah.
to
The enemy
imply that this
is
happened.
strictly
And then
prohibited. Don't engage
now
them
they're
in
back to
battle
having a
either.
conversation
This is a stealth mission.
and putting their clothes
Got
back
that?
on. Like
The Major is right. The
it's a
point of this
joke,
mission
and they
is to
really
sneak
went
through
in.
the
But it was
jungle without
there was
being
the
seen.
conversation that followed up
The
after
success of
that
the
that
mission
really
depends
got
on
me
how well you use
because
your
they started talking
camouflage.
about how
Change your camouflage by selecting camouflage from the
somebody was trying to
survival
push
viewer.
the focus
Uniform
back on
option
the
lets you pick your
parents to say the
uniform,
parents need
while
to
the
be
face
responsible,
option lets
but
you change your
nobody
face
wanted
paint.
to go there. They
Choosing
were all like,
camouflage that
well,
blends in
what
with your
about
Of course.
if
surroundings
a
will
kid
help you
comes home
conceal
from
yourself
school and their
more
parents are still at
effectively.
work? Well, what are they gonna do? Well, I want to play my dad's
Also,
video game.
don't forget that anything that
Like,
moves will stay
Okay,
hidden.
and
if a
that's where you have a conversation like I do with my students. I tell them, like, if they slip up and use a word that's not appropriate for kids, I'm like, oh, well, that's an adult word,
right,
or like just be aware of the words that you use. So tell your kids like this is, or my cousin, whenever like they're celebrating New Year's or whatever, they might want to have like a glass of wine, and then the son's like, oh, can I have some of that? It's like, no, this is an adult drink. Kids understand that. Kids understand what is appropriate for them and what's not appropriate for them.
yeah. But it's
And
just
your
like,
child should not be home alone.
Well, okay, about that because I grew up in a single parent household. So if I got home before my mom did from school, then that can't be helped. But
Oh, trust, I get that, but I've also working in a school. I've had a situation where a parent was potentially going to get in trouble because, especially if the child has special needs,
mhm,
they have to be with an adult.
right, absolutely,
Like this parent got called on because someone was supposed to come and like watch the kids when she went out. So the older sibling was with the younger child for maybe a minute or two, but in that time, someone called and reported them.
sounds about right. But I will say this, regardless of if that's the case or not, if they're home alone for a short time until the parent gets home or not, um, you can still do other things to make sure that certain things are not accessible. Like you can make sure that they can't access the game. You could put the child, what is it, the
Child safety.
yeah, you can do the parental guidelines and stuff and put it behind a code.
Hmm.
Like there are ways, and then like you said, have that conversation with them to let them know, okay, this is what I expect. Now, if they go behind your back, then you have another conversation. But in that, and I'm using the term conversation loosely there, but you can establish the boundaries ahead of time. But it's the fact that they don't ever bother to actually establish those boundaries beforehand, and so they put the responsibility
Where's he hiding?
on everything else to monitor and discipline their child. So like
That part.
even
I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna see you guys later. Have a great stream.
for
Bye
shizzle,
bye.
Bye.
but even I was in GameStop and I was looking for just something else to pick up to kind of pass the time. And sure enough, and this shouldn't surprise you, some lady was in there about to buy her kid GTA, and this kid couldn't have been more than like 13, 14 years old. And the guy was like, "You sure? Cause it's da 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 da." And she was like, "Yeah, I don't care. Just get it for him."
See, and that's the problem.
That's why most of the people that we come across when we play were
Hmm.
kids.
And now me as a creator, even though my audience was adults, now I have to go and tailor this game to the possibility that kids can come play. Like GTA, as many trolls as we see in the game, the fact that there's a penalty for doing certain things. It's like, so you want us to do this, but at the same time we get in trouble for doing it.
Right. Make it make
So then
sense.
it dampens the experience for the adults who want to play it.
Absolutely. Do they know I'm here? Because the countdown is still going down and they're still shooting.
Ash. Hi. Hi. Please don't sit on my phone.
Please go to sleep. Thank you.
I'm sorry if the cat is stepping on my phone.
Of course. Cat said it's my time.
Don't headbutt me. Ash. Get off my phone. Okay, let me go give him attention. If you're still on when I'm done, I'll come back.
Yeah, I might be wrapping up as far as the stream is concerned, but I'm probably probably gonna be watching Black Widow tonight. So if you're up for it, I might have to do a watch party or something.
I'll let you know.
For shizzle.
Bye.
Laters.
Leaving.
For now, I'll be back later if anything.
Okie dokie.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Hit you with that boom shakalaka. You gotta get down. Gotta get down. See me in the morning, you gotta get down.
I think this would be a good stopping point as far as the stream is concerned. So let me go ahead and save this.
Okay, in that case, I am going to go record some TikToks, or at least get ready to record some TikToks.
For sure. Just hit me up whenever you're done.
Okay. What time did you say you're gonna watch a movie? Because I might pull back in for that.
I haven't specified, but I'll probably maybe about 8 o'clock.
It's about this
Okay.
About
We'll
maybe
see
45
because
minutes.
like I said, I do still have my homework.
No, I get
and I do need to record TikToks because like I said, I wanted to post for the episode 1 tomorrow.
How long do you think it's gonna take? Because I know it varies depending on the type of content you're doing. How long do you think this will take?
Honestly, I feel like this is gonna take a while because this cosplay specifically involves like contacts and everything. So like that alone probably takes me a while. It's gonna take me like 30 minutes just to put the contacts in my eye.
Okay, I'll keep you posted at the very least.
Okay.
All right.
Well, let me know when you guys start watching it, and I'll see if I am free it then.
Sounds good.
Okay, bye.
Later.
You'll just have to go to Japan.
All right. So good people, I think this is going to be a good stopping point for the stream.
Why is that?
Thank you all for tuning in. It's been a good 3.5 hours.
You think they're still going to be making
So you heard a
Godzilla
lot of the
movies
different personalities and random conversations about everything.
I know a lot about
We were missing, Tuki had to dip out a little early, and we were missing one of our people, but we'll definitely be shooting for having us again in the near future. I might be going live again tomorrow just to continue the Metal Gear series, but as far as having the group come back, I'll see if I can at least get some of them to pull back up and just kind of interact with us and everything else like that. So thank you all for tuning in and putting up with our shenanigans, and we'll